in the what store? Oh. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I'm your whimsical DM, Victoria. Hi. Before we get started, we're gonna do some announcements that Kristy performs live every single week, completely unscripted. So Kristy, whenever inspiration takes you, just, go for it.
Yeah, I might have the wrong script, but we're gonna go with it anyway. Let's go.
Okay.
Good evening, and welcome to the show. Now, here's a word from our sponsors. Little Dragon Core is a Canadian-based dice company that supplies all kinds of cool tabletop gear. I mean, look at all these pretty dicey boys. Head on over to littledragoncorp.com and enter the coupon code BONUS for 15% off your order. That's BONUS. Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com. Also, big thanks to Sirenscape for the amazing atmospheric sounds and music. You can add these sounds and more to your game when you download the Sirenscape desktop or mobile app. The app is free and comes with 20 sound sets that are included to get you started. You don't even need to register. Go to Sirenscape.com to find out more. Thanks as well to Adrian Von Ziegler for providing some additional music that we use here on Thursday nights. He's a talented composer with great content usage rights, so go check out his YouTube and Patreon and support him if you can. Please check out our other games. We stream almost every day here at Probo. We have games for several of the major published 5e modules, as well as homebrew games, and some of our games feature systems other than 5e, like Star Wars, Power Rangers, and Alien. Come watch all of our VODs over on our YouTube. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month. Starting July 21st to 30th, we are celebrating our 6-year anniversary here at Proficiency Bonus. During the celebration, we are once again raising money for Children's Hospital with Extra Life to help make a difference in the lives of children in need. We would love and appreciate any help and support in our annual charity drive. If you have the means to do so and would like to donate, click on the blue donation button below the Twitch video or type !Extra Life in the Twitch chat for a quick link to our official fundraising portal. Thank you again for helping us help them. And now a special announcement from my co-COE, Michael.
Would you like your own gaming session run by one of the Proficiency Bonus Game Masters? During Anniversary Week, July 21st through July 30th, anyone who donates $100 or more to Extra Life will automatically be entered into a special giveaway. The winner will receive a virtual gaming session for you and your friends run by one of our Game Masters. The drawing for this prize will be held on Sunday, July 30th, at the conclusion of our Anniversary Week programming.
Thanks again to all of our sponsors for supporting Proficiency Bonus. Thanks to them, we have lots of cool giveaways all week during Birthday Week, so tune in and maybe win some cool tabletop gear. And now, back to the show.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah,
wow. No, not the. Thanks, Kristy, for the announcements.
Yeah, I got it.
Love it. Yeah, and I think now it's time for a recap, and I think we're back to our regular recapper now.
Yeah, I was there.
You were there,
man. I saw it. All right, last time on Wild Beyond the Witchlight, folks, I came back from missing an episode to find out that a dragon had been slain. Jesus Christmas. But you know what? That meant that the party got a whole lot of great loot, which is wonderful and perfect. We have returned back to the village. We proudly said that we had accomplished our tasks. And then there's Bavlorna. We need to deal with her. the party was deciding that maybe we could get the knights and the king on side to be able to convince him to lend us a hand in getting the witch deposed, or the hag deposed. I don't want to call her a witch. There was a very nice celebration with drinks that may or may not have been poisoned. It's hard to tell if their alcohol is just bad or if someone was trying to kill the king. There was food, music. The party enjoys it for a little while before taking some time to step away. And then Dawn hatches the wonderful plan to try and get the king in this moment of celebration, try and convince him that it was the king's own idea to go after Bavlorna. Some explanation and some convincing from Ego to make sure that Aurum doesn't mess up said plan, and it seems that we have some knights on side again, with the plan to run Widdershins and try and run her out of town. Before then, though, Ego took some time to identify some of the magic items that were taken from the Harengon / the Dragon's Horde, sort of showing them to the party. And then we found a very, very fun little companion in the form of, where is his art? He's so cute.
Clapper
The little Clapperclaw.
He's in
a
maps,
little
handouts, pics.
maps handouts. There we go. Yes. Clapperclaw, who is a little scarecrow with lobster claws, who had a gourd for a head, but we were told that that was not his original head. Instead, his original head, which had been taken from him, was a stag skull, the very same stag skull that the party had recently come back into possession of. So, it was much to his joy that we were able to give him his proper head back, and it would seem that this little scarecrow wants to go on an adventure. He's very, very excited about it. He wants to travel with the party, and he is very, very, very talkative. So to kind of wear him down a bit, Ego takes him, and Clover comes as well, in sort of a nice big roundabout across the entire village, trying to wear him down, where they encounter a man playing a very sad song, one that has also lost things, as it seems many people have to Bavlorna. Clover stopped to talk with him for a bit, while Ego watched a little bit more from a distance, trying to make him feel better. And, you know, it helped solidify, I think, for Clover as well as Ego, who was kind of already getting there, that it's about time for, like, this woman to go. She's making everyone's lives worse, and, you know, if that means that we have to put up our dukes and fight her, then it's for the greater good. The party reconvenes, where we tell Clapperclaw that we are going to be going after Bavlorna, which means Clapperclaw does not want anything to do with it. He had escaped from the forest from one of Bavlorna's sisters, one that we had overheard, or Ego had overheard, kind of getting some rumors about her. So we do have some information on the next member of the coven, Scabatha Nightshade, who has been doing lots of bad things with captured children out in the forest there, it seems. So, the party makes their way back into Bavlorna's hut, back through that sort of lower level, where finally Aurum says, you know what, I'm going to investigate this weird well. It has tingly water. I'm jumping in. Unfortunately, it would seem that that well was not just filled with water, it was filled with a gelatinous cube, which started to dissolve him from the outside in. It would seem that possibly initiative is on the horizon. That is where we left off, with a cat in a very bad spot.
Or a cat in a vat.
Cat in a vat.
No hat.
Going splat.
Damn.
Well,
And that's that.
Yeah, Kristy and Ink, you guys may take a D6 Bardic Inspiration for your contributions to the stream. Thank you very much. Yeah, so with that, I need everybody to roll me initiative. Kristy, now would be the time to
Alright.
go get your drink if you need it, since I got your roll. This is gonna take me a minute to get everything in order. And you guys have your froggies with you, yes?
T.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We brought our assassins with us.
So
At least they think they're assassins.
Ego is flabbergasted.
here, let me put this back down there.
I guess I should.
God damn!
The initiatives are not the best.
Okay. Oh boy. This is gonna be interesting. Switch to the gelatinous cube music. Okay. Frogs. Ooh, they didn't do good at all. Okay. 25 to 20 initiative. 20 to 15.
18.
Okay.
Yeah, 17 plus 1.
15 to 10.
11.
10 to 5.
6.
Oh, hey.
6.
You guys are both tied.
Hey.
Okay. So we've
Dragon
got
siblings.
Aurum, Dawn, Clover, Ego. Aurum, Dawn, Clover, Ego. So that's 4 people, yes. And then the Knights got a natural one. But so they'll be at the end, but you guys can basically just tell me what you want them to do. If you want them to do anything specific, otherwise they'll just follow like a general command. And let me. Oh, where are their tokens?
I command them to twerk.
No, they don't twerk. They don't
Shake
have
some
butts.
ass.
They don't have any butts. They literally are flat ass.
I gotta do something with these gold coins, dude.
I don't
Found some
know.
off frog cheeks.
Just,
Sorry, 1 second. I'm copying their tokens.
Save them for when you go home.
I don't think I ever added the money into my.
I am 99% sure by the time Don is back in the material plane, he's going to quit his job.
Okay, so can you see the 6? Oh, wait, this one needs to be.
That's a lot of frogs. They're so
Okay.
froggy.
They are very froggy. Okay.
You could have them search the other rooms.
They gotta be there for the circles, man.
This thing is okay. Can you guys? I need you guys to delete these squares. How do I need to get rid of them. They're killing me.
What squares?
The measurement squares?
The measurements. Yeah, I can't see.
They get frozen. You have to refresh.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, because they're not up on mine.
Oh no, I've got like 3 different squares up at once. Okay.
Yeah, hit
Refresh.
a quick F5.
Well, that was fun and interesting. Okay, yeah. So, Roll20 is loading. So, gelatinous cube. So the gelatinous cube, I do believe, gave you a little smoochy smooch, right, Aurum?
I dove into it. So,
You dove into it, and he engulfed you, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that was his, like, little surprise round move. Because I don't see it going well if it gets, like, another surprise round from, like, after you jump into initiative proper. I just don't like the idea of doing that to you. So, we'll now start initiative fully. I'll say the cube starts, like, pushing out of the cylinder, and you are, like, getting engulfed into it. And it's, like, instead of it being, like, a cube, it's just, like, a cylindrical, almost clearish gel that just begins pushing out of this tube, this well. But up first is Aurum. Let's see. So you took the acid damage,
Yeah.
I do believe. And you entered its space. Yeah. So you are engulfed. So you cannot breathe. You are restrained. And things are gonna happen to you at the start of the cube's turn, which is next. And as it's, like, moving out is when it kind of, like, engulfs you fully, because you, like, feel your little toesies touch something, and then it just swoop, grabs you. So what do you want to do on your turn?
Can I use my handy dandy bindle to try to use, like, a fulcrum point off of the well to, like, push myself out?
Yeah, I like that. That's cool. I'll give you advantage. An engulfed creature, you can try to escape by making a strength check, so I will say that you can do that at advantage, because I like that you're using a tool to help yourself with that.
Cool. 13 and an 8, plus 4, so 17.
That is successful. You are able to take your action and escape the gelatinous cube, and you can basically enter any space within 5 feet of the cube, which I believe I need to make visible on here. Hold on. There we go. GM layer. Token layer.
Oh!
So, yeah, you can emerge anywhere within 5 feet of it.
Okay. I think I'll just go, like, here.
Nice. Anything you want to do with your bonus action or your movement?
Is this considered a creature?
Yeah, an ooze is considered a creature.
I'm gonna use my roar. Do the roar.
Do the roar.
I need a wisdom saving throw of 13, or it's frightened of me.
Nice. This is a super wise cube.
I believe it.
A 9.
Yes, it's frightened.
Oh,
Until the
it
end
is
of my next
immune.
turn.
It is immune to the frightened condition.
No.
So you roar, and, like, the, like, gel, like, kind of wobbles from just, like, the force of the air. But it's just a cube. It cannot be frightened. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It happened. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this cube is going to go next. Do you want to move or anything?
I'm not gonna move away from it and leave Clover next to it, so I'm gonna stay.
Okay. All right, you can stay there.
I know it's not the best idea.
Next up is the cube. The cube does have to, like, move out of the well. So it takes about 10 feet of movement for it to fully emerge from this well. And you can see that it's a 10-foot tall, 10-foot wide, like, cylinder of ooze. And then, it's going to move towards both of you. If it's like right here? What? If he's like here. Oh my god, sir. Please. Stop. Okay. Yeah, 5 feet would technically be able to get both of you there. Because that's the only movement he has left. So, let me tell you what that does. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
So glad I brought Aurum's dice. He's the only one of my characters that his dice roll well. Oh, wow.
Good job, Clover.
21.
Nice.
I'm not as good as Clover, but it's a 19.
That still saves. It's not very fast. It's
I
pretty
fly
easy
up.
to jump out of the way of it. Well, okay, the ceilings in here are 10 feet high. It takes up the entire space. Like,
Wow.
floor to ceiling, it
Shit.
is... Yeah, it takes up the whole space. So you can't quite fly up. You can choose whether you are pushed 5 feet back or to the side of the cube.
I'll go there. Is that okay?
That's a little bit more. It's like you basically get 5 feet of movement. So you were over...
I was
here.
I'm right
Your
here.
token... No, your token was over here.
Oh, this might have been. Remember.
That was when I moved you on accident.
He said he moved her by accident.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think they were seeing her token in 2 different places.
Oh, I was seeing her token over here, so then in that case it would have just moved 5 feet in the other direction to get both of you. Okay, yeah, so you can get pushed basically like 5 feet back or like move to the side.
Okay.
And then same for you, Aurum.
Right there.
And yeah, that is its turn. It can't do a whole lot. It's just a little guy. Dawn. There's a cube.
Okay, it started going for Clover, so he's done giggling. He pulls out his shield and his sword, and he's gonna just wade in the water towards it. And he's like, "All right, fun time's over." Is this difficult terrain?
Well, actually, let me pull up. What am I looking for?
450 billion damage from stepping in the water.
No, so actually, where is it? As this gelatinous like cylinder squirms up this shaft in pursuit of everybody and moves out, it emerges from that well and unplugs it. And as it moves out, the flow of water is restored. And the pool begins to rapidly fill as water is just like rapidly spilling over the sides of the stone. The depth of the pool that you can see looks like it would go to about 3 feet, but it is going to take some time. So it's not difficult terrain yet, but it could become difficult terrain.
Okay. So 10, 5, 10, 15. It'll just make an attack at its back.
Uh-huh.
With his fucking sword. I know what happens when you attack gelatinous cubes, but he doesn't. 24 to hit.
Yeah, it has an AC of 6.
Hooray! Oh, I actually literally can't miss then. Ooh, max damage. 10.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, no, it's a D8, not a D6. Hold on, let me roll a D8. Still max damage, so 12.
12 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just make sure. This one doesn't This one doesn't have... No, that's pulling somebody. That is the space. Yeah, this one doesn't have that effect. That it, like, damages your weapons, because it's just a gelatinous cube.
Thank God.
You said 12?
Yeah. Make it go splurt.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, you smack into it with your sword and probably like cut a good chunk out of it. And it's cylindrical, but it's got a little chunk out of it now. Anything else you want to do?
I'm saving my 2 spell slots for emergencies.
Probably a good idea.
So he's just gonna hold up his shield. Who is calling me? You're about to beat your ass.
Alrighty. Clover and Ego, you're both up. Feel free to go in whatever order you wish.
I'm just reactionary using chill touch with my cat paw.
Okay. Do you need me to
I gotta
roll
roll.
something?
It's an attack roll.
Is chill touch a ranged attack roll?
I think so, so I think it's at disadvantage.
Yes.
Oh, well, I don't think I can get much lower than that.
I don't see... Hey, that hits, you know?
Okay, I'll try again.
It hits, so
Yeah.
you're good. It literally has an AC of 6.
Yeah, but I have to... Oh, I see.
You have a
Yeah.
roll plus 6. The only way you fail is
You'll
with
only
I
you'll only
see.
miss with a natural 1, which will
Yeah.
automatically miss.
I see. Why is it being so slow?
So then you can give me your damage for that.
Oh! Is it gonna show?
8 necrotic.
8 necrotic.
Nice. Okay. As the spectral cat paw lashes out and swipes a big chunk out of the ooze, and some of like when it's standing there in front of you, you can see it because it's like moving towards you, but even then, like you can see right through it. But the ooze, like where the claw scratches into it, gets like a little bit like dark and murky, like it's kind of rotted ooze.
Rotted.
Okay. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
That's it.
Ego.
All right. Ego will move to about here. Here. So that I don't have to try and thread any spells through friends. And strikes a JoJo pose and is like, disgusting gelatinous creature. Let's see if you boil. And
my
I will cast Firebolt at it.
Nice.
Ignis.
Roll to hit.
PK fire.
Ignish.
PK fire. Yeah, 23.
Yeah, that'll hit. Give me that damage.
9 fire damage.
Nice.
I like to think that it like sizzles and pops in, like the firebolt goes inside the gelatinous cube and it makes all these like little bubbles inside as it sizzles
Yeah, for
until it
sure.
eventually dissipates.
Yeah. There's like a nice little like hole in it, like where it all burned away that is like then slowly closing. Like in the D&D movie when the snake is like going out through the space where the body holes were. Cool. Anything else you want to do?
I never watched the movie.
You haven't seen
That
any
is
movie ever.
I'm that's a
lying.
lie. You've seen it twice.
I've seen it twice.
I'll end my turn there. That's all.
Mhm. Excellent. All right, next up are your knights. You have 6 Bullywug knights. The stat block is in the Maps Handouts Picks channel. I just reposted it. Tell me what you want them to do. What command do you give them?
They have reach, so do we want them to just sort of like slice and dice this cube?
Attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
Help.
All right. Are you guys able?
Cube apart!
Are you guys able to move their tokens? Let me see if I can.
Yeah, you can give us control if you give all players.
Open character. Let me do that too. Oh my god. Oh my god, what? I think I might need to do that like individually.
Oh yeah, you can't group click them and do it.
That's
Yeah, do it
annoying.
I don't know if you do it on one token and then copy paste that token if it keeps it, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. Where do you just want them to like surround?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, just
30.
attack wherever they can.
Yeah, because they can attack from reach, so
Yeah, they have, what is their reach?
I think they have 10 foot.
They have glaives, which have a 10-foot reach. So
I think they have to step in the first like square of water.
yeah. Okay, so they'll just kind of. I think there has to be like one square between them and the cube. Get one like there.
Yep.
We'll put one behind John. We'll put one over there.
Right at the bottom of the stairs. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. And they all multi-attack. So that's a lot. That's like 12 glaive attacks. So we're all gonna roll some glaive attacks. I need each of you to roll 2 glaive attacks. If they do, what do they get? They get a +5 to hit. Yeah, so d20 +5. If you get above a 6, it hits.
I rolled a 17 and a 6, so.
I rolled a nat 1 and a 9.
Okay, so that's 1 miss.
Because the die is rolling for somebody that isn't Aurum.
If anybody else gets a nat 1 or somehow below, you literally have to nat 1 to fail because they have a +5. The 2 that I was rolling for also hit with both glaive attacks.
I think both mine hit.
Whoa. Yeah. Did anybody nat 1 other than Jamie?
No.
Okay. Alright, we gotta roll 11d10. And then we gotta add 33 to it for all of them.
This thing just gonna get a fist.
Holy shit! 94 damage?
Yeah!
Oh no!
Yeah, 'cause
It's overkill.
Each one does 1d10 plus 3. So even if I take the average of 11 to 12 hits, would have been 88, and it only had 55 points of HP. So they cut this thing into Jello cubes.
Nice.
It's dead. It's done. Goodbye.
Those are our frogs.
Those are your frogs.
That's our boys. Or girls.
The girls and guys and theys. The
Days and gays.
the gay frogs. There they are. They did it for you.
Making the frogs gay.
Why did you read my mind? Stop that.
Oh, thank you, I pirate, for the
Stop.
GM inspiration.
He's such a little shit stirrer.
Does it seem like the water's gonna flow above the 3-foot mark you said?
The pool itself has about like 3 feet of water that it could fill, like to the
Okay.
lip of the walkway that goes around.
The
Why don't you
well
roll
is
me a
flooding that?
nature check to see if Aurum can figure out if the flow of water is gonna.
If this room is gonna flood.
8.
Yep, there's some water and it's coming out of that well and it's gushing out.
That's not my house.
Ego, just without making a check, is probably still gonna say something like, well, they say that, like, stagnant water is, water that isn't flowing is dirty, but water that is flowing is clean. So I'm sure that this is a improvement for most of the swamp.
Can I go look in the well now?
Yeah. Yeah, if you go up to the well there, let me get rid of the gelatinous keep stat block. Yeah, the well stands like right around like the edge of the lip, like a little bit higher up than that. And if you look in the water that's coming out is actually, I'm not gonna say it's clean. However, compared to what was sitting in this pool before, it was very stagnant and still. And the water that's coming out is like moving. It's still a little bit like murky, but it's not like putrid and stagnant.
So I can't see if there's like anything at the bottom.
Do you go in?
Yeah, I'm gonna go in. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
I learned my lesson.
Make a strength check for me to see if you can push down past the flow of the water.
Yeah, that's a 19 plus 4, so 23.
Are you going in head first or feet first?
I think if I'm trying to get something at the bottom, I'm gonna go in head first.
Yeah, so you swim down. There, the water is like very forcefully coming at you, so it's slow going. You're at like half movement speed, but like you can kind of dig your claws into the stone and start pulling yourself down. And you know that like this hut stands like well above the height of the lake. It's like 30. The floor is 35 feet above the lake, so you keep going and going, like it's
just going forever.
Yeah, and you would remember from like going up and down the stairs that like that stone column of that well is in the center of like the stairs kind of go in a square up and around, and the cylindrical stone column goes straight down the middle.
Right. This is just going down into foreverness.
Yeah. Do we need to look up water breathing rules? How long are you just trying to go as far as you can go until something changes?
I think when I realized that it's just gonna go on forever, I just kind of like let go, and I'm gonna ride the flow of the water.
Yeah, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh man, that's a 17 plus 3.
Yeah,
20.
so the water is not like shooting out like some of the wells that you guys have walked by. There's like a jet of water going like 30 feet up into the sky. This is not like that, but it is decently forceful. You're able to like, as you're kind of tail end first shooting back up, like you grab the edge of the well and manage to like set yourself down. You don't slip and fall or like hit your head or anything or get caught in the well, but you're soaking wet with, it's swamp water. It's a little bit nicer because it's moving and it's not stagnating, but it's swamp water.
This goes all the way down, if anybody was wondering.
I wasn't.
Okay.
Oh, well, if there was a slime there, it could have been eating other stuff and maybe could have had treasure, but
Maybe.
Or it ate all the treasure, and so there's nothing down there, which sounds way more likely.
you think it could like destroy metal and stuff?
It looked like it was doing a pretty good job of destroying you, so metal seems...
Yeah,
I'm
are
pretty
you
fine.
hurt? Are you okay?
I'm all right.
Okay. As long as you say so.
Yeah, I'm
Would
good.
you Would you
Go on.
describe it as more or less than a tingle? That's what you described it as before.
Oh, it's more. It was way more than a tingle this time.
Yeah, this was like a burning.
It felt pretty bad, but I wasn't in there very long.
Okay.
But the well feels good now.
Yeah, the water's not tingly anymore. After about a minute, the water level rises and is about 3 feet high. It's near the edge of the top of the walkway, but it seems to stop there. And like the water kind of is like flowing in and out of the little like mouth of that well.
It's probably best if we keep moving before she catches on and does something. But should we check the other rooms that we never looked in down here, or should we go up and confront her?
I guess we could check the other rooms to see, like, the layout of things. Just to make sure that we're not caught unawares by something else.
All right. Loyal Bullywug Knight. You. Yes.
Yes, that's me. Mlug blug.
Check what's in that room over there, and I'll point at this door.
Okay.
Watches with morbid curiosity to see if he like blows up or something.
Yeah, so Mlugblug, it was not even what I said.
Yeah.
Mlugblug.
Sure, Mugblug.
Sure, Mugblug of the grassy stump. Looks out of this door, and if you're peering behind him, you actually can see like out into the fog that surrounds the cottage. And he like looks on behind the door and kind of like looks up and around, looks up for a little bit longer, and will turn to you and say, well, it seems to be a flight of stairs that run along the outside wall of the cottage, and there's a door at the top of the stairs. Should probably note, there's some sort of a little hive. Like a little beehive at the,
Shut the door!
It's kind of been like stuck on the corner of the door. They not this door, the one up at the top of the stairs.
Oh, shut the door! Let me repeat myself!
They shut it. So that is what is there.
Something tells me that we should avoid the hive.
Yes, please. If you're gonna go do that, I'll wait in here.
No,
Oh.
it's fine. We have one more door, and we
We
can.
have 2 more doors.
We have
Two
two
more
more doors. Oh
More
right,
door.
More
Oh,
doors.
there's
right,
Down there.
the bottom door. Oh, sorry, Don. Didn't mean to move you around. All right.
Are you commanding the knights to go and open them?
Look, Loyal Bullywug Knight, you and
I'm Glub. I'm Splonk.
Glub,
Love and Slunk.
Glub, Splonk, you are always my favorites. Go check those 2 doors.
Okay. Glub, Lord of Mosquitoes will go up to the top door, and
Ooh.
Splonk, Baron of Puddle Splashing will go
Nice.
to the bottom door.
Splonk is better. Splonk is way better.
Splonk, yes,
He's
she
got,
works.
he's got the vampiric bite going on.
Yeah. So we will reveal.
I keep thinking they're going to be big rooms because they're big black spots.
Yeah, I know.
Tiny
I
room.
manipulated you. Yeah, so Splonk will go to the bottom there. Splonk opens the door and like looks out.
What do your frog
Are
eyes
you
see, Lord Splonk?
are they looking or are they going into these spaces?
I think just giving us like a look from the doorway and tell us what they see. Is that fair?
Yeah. So Splunk will open the door and look and say, "Hello, everyone." It's a lot of frogs. Like hundreds of frogs at the bottom on that balcony. For anybody is anybody looking out?
I'm looking from
You're looking?
where I am.
Okay. Yeah, so you see that there's this balcony. It looks like it maybe is 10 feet wide going out from the side of the cottage. And it is just covered in everything that you can see in this doorway. And when you lean top, bottom, in between the railings, everywhere, end to end with living frogs. There's just frogs sitting. Occasionally their tongues are jutting out and picking up flies or mosquitoes. Some of them are just sitting there. Some of them are croaking. Some of them are sitting on top of each other. It's just a shit ton of frogs. Literally so many frogs.
Gross.
Do
I
they
would
look
love
like
that.
they want to be here? Or do they look like they want to be in the water?
Roll a nature check. Also, I feel like nature's one of those ones where you could use wisdom if you wanted to.
Okay.
You could do a wisdom-based nature check if you prefer.
Yeah, that makes it an 11. I rolled another 8, but it's an 11.
Yeah, they just look like frogs. They look happy. Some of them are eating. They're just chilling. They don't look distressed.
Okay.
The air is very humid in all of the swamp, so they aren't necessarily getting dried out from not being in the water. They're nice and moist, and they're eating flies in the fog.
All right. Frogs are good.
Okay, what would you like Splonk to do there? Just close the door, go out.
Just leave them be, maybe? They're living their best life?
As you say, my lady. And she will close that door and just leave the frogs to live their best froggy life. Was this one Glub?
Glub.
Glub. Okay, Glub goes up to the top right corner there. And Glub.
Just explodes.
Glub looks in and says, "Oh, well, it looks like it's just filled with fabric and yarn and it's a lot of cloth. Do you want me to look through it?"
Not necessary, Lord Glub. Not right now.
As you say.
All right. I suppose there's nothing else that we should do besides...
Go up?
Yes.
Really quick, is there a difference in the mirror or the lily pad now that the water is flowing?
The lily pad is just bobbing gently on the water. And the mirror, I mean, it's partially submerged in the water, but the mirror's probably 5 or 6 feet high, so it's not fully submerged, but there's no change beyond being wet.
Okay.
All right, you going up?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, are your knights coming with you?
of course.
Okay.
Yes.
How are you guys traversing the space right now?
Well, I suppose it's a little bit cramped. Do we want to be ahead of the knights? Do we want some knights in front and some knights behind us? Or do we want them to just follow us?
I like the idea of them splitting front and back.
Just a thing to keep in mind, the knights are all wearing plate armor, so if you guys are trying to be quiet, that's very hard for them to do.
I'm also wearing plate armor.
Dawn is, yes, so you literally have 7 people in plate armor right now. There's
Or
more
is it really
plate than
worth?
not.
Is it really worth trying to be quiet at that
Probably
point?
not.
Aurum's
What?
really getting that I'm hungry for something vibes, but I don't know what I'm hungry for, and he's anxiously wanting to go up the stairs.
Ego feels the same, but probably shows it very differently.
So you all can traverse up if you want to move your tokens. Oh, let me grab this. Boop, boop. Coming back over here.
Yes.
Okay, so. And then are you having the knights follow you?
Can we do 3 in front of us and 3 behind us?
Okay, yeah. Where do you want them to go? Because it's about to get real cramped in this little... So as a reminder, when you go up these stairs, you end up in this like dank hallway that is covered with all of these portraits of people who are like grumpy and sad and frightened and angry, of every kind of like race, every kind of style of fashion, people that you've never like... You don't even know what kind of people they are. And in a variety of artistic mediums. And then there's also this like oval mirror this framed oval mirror that's 2 feet wide and 5 feet tall, hanging in the middle of the wall, kind of like near the corner. And the hallway itself is like 5 feet wide, so it's not. It's like you got that little like 10-foot square area at the top of the stairs, and then it's this itty bitty hallway. You would remember that at one end of it you can get to the dining room, or there was some sort of like a little guest bedroom that seemed to be in disuse. So where would you like for them to go?
Well,
I imagine the first 3 would push into the hallway, and then we would hit the landing.
yeah. So like they're in the hallway. We're just coming up. Ego would say like the last time that he saw Bavlorna through his little spy tooth, it was, I believe, in this room. Yeah.
Yes.
It's where they were kind of talking and having girl gossip type. So there is a door right next to us, right? That goes
Yeah,
into
that's the
that
door
room.
I went in last time. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a door that leads into that room.
So actually, should we just go in there? That's the last place I saw her.
Yeah, let's go in there.
Okay. Let's file into her little sitting room here.
Okay. Alright, are you guys able to move yourselves?
Yeah.
Yes.
And what are the knights doing? Are they staying in the hallway or are they coming with you?
They should come.
Yeah, they come.
They can
yeah.
follow in after us, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. We'll be the first in the room since we're right by the door and the others kind of went into the hallway, so they can like file in behind us.
Yeah, for sure.
We're
Alrighty.
just the SWAT. We're just all those SWAT gifts.
We're the SWAT team. Let's go.
What order are you going in?
I go.
I
for it.
can. Yeah, you can go for it. I'll go second. I'm not scared of Bavlorna, so.
I'm kind of scared, so I'm towards the back.
I'll go third then. So Dawn, then Aurum, then Ego, then Clover.
Cool. Yeah, so Dawn, the door, like, as you go to open it, it just has these, like, moldy wooden planks, and a lot of the wood is just, like, swollen and warped from the constant humidity, and it gets, like, kind of stuck in its frame, and you have to give it, like, a little shove to open it.
Mm-hmm.
But you do. And you find yourself back in the study. Yeah, so there's this... You enter into a room that's just, like, absolutely filthy. There are, like, dirty dishes with bits of, like, discarded, rotting food all over the place. There's furniture that may have been nice at one point, but now it's just got, like, stains of mysterious origin on every surface. The upholstery has been patched numerous times. You can also see that set with its back to the wall, in the corner as you're entering to the left, is a hulking wooden cabinet. Sturdy legs support the bottom of this cabinet 6 inches above the floor. There's also a decrepit wooden staircase climbing up the wall, actually just to your right as you walk in this door. Like right there. And sitting there, you see this toad-like creature with these bulging eyes and cracked skin. It's clad in a shapeless, filthy garment, and it's sitting on the end of a love seat and has its legs pulled up underneath it. Flies flit into and out of its mouth, which hangs agape. And you can see that there's two tiny versions of this creature, like, that cling to it like little pets. They're like maybe about a foot tall, little like green people. And you can see that this individual is kneeling like in her chair, and has this big book that is familiar to you, like resting on her knees. And she has like a shard of bone in her hand that she seems to be like writing in this book. And you watch as she's like moving her hand, like her skin is cracking just from the movement, and like blood is starting to seep out of the cracked skin.
Wow.
She dabs the bone into the blood and continues writing in the book. And one eye like turns and like looks at you as the other is continuing to look at the book. What act of desperation has compelled you all to enter my home, little darlings? She says
Babby,
in
I've
this
been
low,
here before.
croaking voice. Yes, I recognize you. If you wish to speak, I have chores for you to do first.
What?
I will only speak with you all if you help me finish my chores.
What are your chores?
Well, I have 3 chores that I need completed.
Like, Ego from the doorway's like,
My preservation pool downstairs is plugged. I
Oh.
would need that to be fixed.
Well, good news. Fixed it.
Then that chore is completed, and you have also completed the second chore by bringing me my book. And she like holds it up, and you can let you watch as like she bends and holds up this book, her big book of bad blood. You can see like her skin is cracking and like peeling, and just like little flakes are falling off of her. She holds up the book to you and sets it back down. The last chore that needs to get done. I need somebody to pick up a crate of animal carcasses down in those bullywug huts for my taxidermy art. I want it brought to me, and then we can speak.
I don't even know. It is literally just the person standing emoji. Like, what is going on?
I look back at Ego like we gotta go get the box.
we do not.
But
Can you give me a second?
Are you
he'll, like,
going to do your chores or not? I must go soak in my preservation pool while I wait for you, so hurry up.
He's gonna walk back towards the door. He's gonna lean in and be like, I'm gonna be honest. I expected her to be more, mwahaha.
no, that's Babby. Babby's pretty nice.
No, she's not.
No, she's not.
Every time I've talked to her, she hasn't really done anything bad.
Have you talked to anyone else?
Hang on. I need to do something real quick.
She's speaking
Sorry.
5 words.
Did you all leave the room?
Grandma.
No, I'm going in. I'm gonna push past Aurum and go in.
Okay, as you push in, because you're all like kind of conferring, you see what other people don't quite notice. It seems that Bavlorna is like picking at like a little scab on her scalp, and she pulls the scab off and like whispers something in Sylvan, and the scab rapidly grows and takes shape into the form of another little like version of herself.
That's like literally what I do, but out of character. That's so gross.
I'm-
This one isn't even Scabatha.
Can I start? Because I'm thinking of all, like, the bad things that this person has brought here, and we need to find, like, the missing cub, and, like, we have to find the lady. So I rolled for it, and I'm just gonna go in and start running in the direction. Because I don't know what else to do. That's what I was told.
Like,
we were
running at her?
No, like running in front of her. In
I'm
front of her.
running the winter shins.
In front of her.
Is your spot on the map right now where you're doing that?
No, that was me just pushing in. I was gonna start here and going like around.
Okay, so put yourself where you're running Wittershins to start, because you would know, like, you basically have to run almost like in place counterclockwise.
Oh, okay.
It's like spinning counterclockwise.
So I don't actually have to do like a wide berth. I can just do it in a spot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well then, if that's the case, I would just go right there. I wouldn't leave Aurum's side.
Okay.
She barges in, she goes...
Oh my god.
She takes like a deep breath before she does it. Like,
Yeah, you run in place counterclockwise.
yeah, I do that.
You do this, and she had her one eye that was like on the group of you, and the other that was on the book, and immediately she like drops her bone shard pen, and like her book falls out of her lap, and both eyes lock onto you, and are just like kind of spinning in her head as she looks at you doing this, and she just starts sneezing uncontrollably, and is just overcome by a fit of sneezing, and it seems like she can't speak, which you would know means she probably can't cast spells, and she's just sneezing, and she's what? Why are you?
Oh my god, it worked!
You need to leave. You need to bring her back.
we all go in. He goes like,
I'm doing it too.
okay.
What are you guys having your bullywugs do, real quick, before we get
Everybody
into...
come in and start running.
Everybody come in!
Everybody come in. We're not doing chores. We're naughty children.
Okay, so the bullywugs come in. There. One of them like pushes past Ego. One of them will come like over here. Hold on, I gotta go to this move.
Ego is like, God, I need to like think about how, because Ego isn't running yet, because Ego needs to like, someone needs to like tell her what's what. So I will be like,
not running either, because this is really dumb. But it's dumb in the way where he's like, okay, it's working, but do I need to do it?
Ego basically is going to be like, Bavlorna Blightstraw, you have been being a horrible influence on all of the people of Prismeer. This is not your home. You have taken things from these people, and you will return them to me, to Aurum, to anyone else, and you will leave this place, or you will sneeze until you can breathe no more.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And we're not doing your chores. We did 2 out of the 3 accidentally, but we're not doing anything else.
Yeah, you say that to her. And her eyes are like rolling around, and they're like almost bulging out of her skull as she's like wildly looking around at all of you. She begins to... I'm not even gonna have us go into initiative. I don't think it's even a thing that needs to happen right now. She begins to back up, like off of her chair, like stumbles, falls to the ground, picks herself back up, pushes away. Her little guys, where are they? Let me make them.
Bullywug guard, advance!
Push.
Continue running in circles, but advance.
Yeah, her little like dudes are like freaking out, and they all begin to like look angrily at the group of you, and they just start like hopping off of the walls, running around at like rapid speed, like almost to where they are a blur. She's gonna back up over here to
go out the window.
This window, yeah. She's gonna back up over here to this window, and like is basically like trying to pull it open. Are you guys continuing to like surround her, or are you staying where you are?
Do you want me to actually tell the bullywug guards like advance?
Yeah,
but keep
stop her!
spinning? Okay, yeah. So I'm like, I'm telling the bullywug guards like,
We need to get them I can't remember her name. The one the goddess we're trying to save. The fae that we're trying to save.
Zybilna.
Zybilna. Yeah.
You tell them that, and like she hears you, and she like in between the sneezes, she like almost like growls or like roars at you in like disgust and like, spits on the ground and is like, and
You're so mean.
She pulls open the window, and begins like trying to just like crawl out of it and is pulling herself out of it.
Can we get the frogs to like stop her, like grab her and drag her back in?
I was about to say.
Oh yeah.
Don will.
yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna throw
go
a grappling
for it,
hook
Don.
at her or something too. Yeah.
Yeah, you can attempt to grapple if you'd like.
Yep.
She's slimy.
Grab
Grab her by the hair.
That's
It
mean.
just rips out.
That's
like,
mean.
It would probably.
It would. Gross.
23.
Okay. So she can do athletics or acrobatics.
DDT her.
That's only a 15. So as she's like part of the way slid out of this window, and like as she's kind of like backing up and trying to climb out, you see that her limbs are like very long, and she's just like unfolding and like pulling herself out of this window. Dawn goes and like grabs her by the leg, and you feel this like hard, crusty, cracked skin like crunch underneath your hands, but you like hold her in place, and she can't get out of the window. And she's like, "Let me go! My sisters will hear it!"
Don will say, "We will do this until you drop dead, unless you promise," and he holds out a pinky, "to return the things that you've taken and never return to Prismere."
Ooh.
All the things you've taken. Every last thing.
Every single one.
Let's see.
Your reign of terror here is over.
Let's see. Yeah,
Spit it in place.
The way that Ego's so badly just wants to take the rapier just in her stomach, like.
She'll say, "Fine, we have a deal," and she, in between sneezing, will spit into her hand and hold it out to you. There's this like mucusy loogie in her hand that she holds out to seal this deal with you. She says, "I'll tell you where to find the things I've taken, and I will leave. Let me go. I will not come back. Let me go."
Never step foot in Prismere again.
He'll do it. If it was me, I couldn't do it. I would actually rather die. But Dawn doesn't care.
Yeah, so you reach out, and she has this like a very large hand, this like cracked green skin that's like bleeding in places, extremely ashy. Like her knuckles are swollen, her nails are this like greenish brown color and just like broken with like filth and disgustingness underneath it. And your hand squelches into this mucus on her palm, and you feel something slither down your spine as a bargain is set into place. You have made this deal with her. What is everybody doing?
I'll slowly start to stop.
Yeah, I like hold up a hand signal like for the frogs to stop. We have to uphold our half and let her go if she's gonna uphold her half.
Yeah, she has to leave.
Just
I
tell us
will.
where everything is.
Telling you where the lost things are wasn't part of the deal, but you can have them. And I will go now. Step
Well, he-
aside.
And do
Hey.
your own chores.
Don't tell me what to do. I don't want to do my chores. Why would I bother with that? When I could get somebody else to do it for me.
Because it builds character.
Oh, you're sharp as a marble, aren't you? Get out of my way.
Wait, do we have our lost? Are we getting our lost things back, or are you just leaving? I'm confused.
The things that I've taken are yours to claim, but there was no promise made to tell you where they were or how to get to them. Find them yourself. And
Well,
she
I hate to
begins-
tell you, but he made the deal with you. I didn't.
And that was the terms of the deal. That I would give up all of the things that I had taken and I would leave never to return.
And he would let you go.
You dare threaten me?
I start spinning again.
She just starts sneezing again. Let me go, or this will have poor consequences for your friend.
Is it the paintings, Bavlorna? Is it the paintings in the hallway?
She's pointing to like her nose.
I'd stop Aurum. I try to grab his hand, or I grab his leash. It's like he's starting.
I owe you no information beyond what I promised in the bargain, which is that I will give up the things I have taken. They're given up. If you wish to have more information, what do you offer? She looks at you and you hear her skin cracking softly as she's righting herself.
I am not fucking offering anything to this lady.
I am not offering anything to her. You are so horrible. So horrible. You make all of our kind feel disgraced.
And isn't that wonderful?
I could do your last chore if you tell us where everything is. I'm good at chores.
What do my chores matter to me if I'm never allowed to return to my home?
Do you want the taxidermy stuff to take with you or not?
Am I allowed to take my creations before I go?
I think that's fair.
I don't care about your stuff.
If it doesn't have anything that you took, fine.
Doesn't.
If I give them to you, it's given. Right?
Explain. What do you mean by that, child?
If I go pick them up, I give them to you.
Yes.
So that's something you can take with you. It doesn't ruin the bargain.
You take your servants out of this place with you. Allow me to bathe in my pool for an hour. It's rather uncomfortable for my skin to be dried up like this. And fetch for me my carcasses. I will have my lornlings, she gestures to the little green people, pack up my things, all the things that belong to me, nothing that was taken. And then we will be gone. And I will tell you where the things I took are.
I hold out my hand, and I will go get the carcasses and do your last chore.
She begins to snort up a loogie and spits into her other hand and holds it out to you. You shake and you feel a slither of something slimy down your spine as this bargain is set. Now be gone. I will tell you the location of the things that I've taken. when you bring me my carcasses.
Okay.
Lornlings,
Enjoy your bath.
pack the home up. You see she begins to like start peeling off these like little skin crusties and whispering things in Sylvan, and they begin to form more Lornlings. She like pulls out a tooth, rips a fingernail off, and they begin to form more like little servants. And they begin moving around at like blindingly fast speeds to pack things up.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna.
Clover, I need you. What what's your passive perception?
10.
Okay, there's a cat in here.
Where?
There is a cat in this cabinet.
What's it doing in the cabinet? Oh my goodness! Can I go say hi? Is it okay? Is it healthy?
Do you say that to Bavlorna?
Yeah.
Let me see. Where is this? Yeah. So, yeah, on the top shelf there is like this like stuffed cat.
Oh, it's a stuffed
And you
one.
you get a little bit closer and you can see that it's like actually made of the parts of multiple different cats that have been roughly like stitched
It's a
together.
taxidermied cat.
And it's like sitting in there, and like you go as you like kind of go up to it to look, you see its eyes slide over to you.
Can I don't know if this will work. Can I try to reach out with my mind to see if it understands or if it's like living, or is it just like magical?
What are they? So it has to understand a language for your like mental speech to work, right?
Right.
So
I know
you try to connect
Sylvan-
with it.
I know Sylvan and Common.
Yeah, you try to connect with it. You don't. It seems like this creature is incapable of language.
Okay. Could I just do a detect magic on it? Is it a magical item, or is it like kinda undead? I don't know what I can
you
use.
definitely get like a little bit of a necromantic aura from it.
Okay. Can I ask who that is? Like, is it alive? Is it
Oh, Gloam?
glow?
Gloam is alive, yes, in a sense. Gloam lives like many of my other creations. In fact, who has that sash on, the belt? You're wearing one of their collars. Mismatch, my Bandersnatch. She's gone missing. That belonged to her. She is the pinnacle of my taxidermic creation. My art. Gloam used to belong to my sister, Endlin, but she's mine now.
Damn, they even steal from each other. Based.
You also can see that in this cabinet there are, like, on the bottom shelf, there seem to be, like, 3 potions. Do you speak Elvish?
Sylvan,
You can't read the labels.
Sylvan, Halfling, and Common.
Yeah, there's 3 potion bottles in
I
there.
speak Elvish.
Are you looking in the cabinet?
Probably not unless I'm prompted to.
Yeah. But so the cat's on the top shelf, and there are potion bottles on the bottom shelf. And this cabinet is, like, covered in, like, bark and patches of moss. And it has, like, little hanging Spanish moss on the front of it. Well,
Do I know the name Glown? Have we heard that name?
you might be thinking of Glister and Gleam.
Okay. Just making sure. I'm like, that's not.
Yeah, those are, like, the elf
Okay.
twin
okay.
acrobats that have gone missing.
Okay.
A lot of G names.
I was just making sure it wasn't the baby that somehow got twisted into something.
No, that was, I think the baby's name is Star.
Okay. Just making sure. Okay.
I'd have to check, but I do believe. Yeah, Star was the name of Durlagrand's
Thank you.
cub.
Thank you.
Well, my carcasses are waiting.
Yeah, I will go. Aurum, can you help me? I'm really weak. I don't know if I can actually carry it all.
Of course, little cat, no problem.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, and the group of you can exit. Are you just like directly leaving? Are you making any pit stops?
Did we want to? Well, Clover's just gonna go. Clover's not gonna explore. I guess people can wait here for us to go get it if they want to explore the other rooms.
Yeah, the doors, like all the doors around start opening as her little lornlings are like flitting in and out, like just running around grabbing things.
I'm gonna take the frogs back to the village and go get the stuff with Aurum.
Don,
Yeah.
can you help me with something in the hallway?
Sure.
I want to try and find the picture of me. And if it's high up, I want Dawn to help lift me up to get it.
Okay.
Because I know that the pictures go all the way to the ceiling.
Yeah. Yeah, so you walk into the hallway, and you start like looking around for your picture. Roll me an investigation check. You can either both do it or one with advantage if you are both kind of like looking for it.
Dawn, to help, there should
I
be a
cast
picture
guidance.
of
You
me.
get that extra D4.
There should be a picture of me and Aurum somewhere. Can you help me try and find them amongst these?
No prob.
I'm gonna do my own, just in case you see it.
Okay.
Yeah, because +6 for I'm gonna add my D6.
Go for it.
Well,
Another
I think
2.
I think I should have just given you advantage because I rolled a 4.
Yeah, I got an 11.
Okay. An 11 and a 4.
Probably should have.
You both spend a decent amount of time looking, and like these pictures are like packed in here, and some of them are like an inch tall, some of them are like big, some of them are long, some of them are strange shapes, and you're looking around and like you're having a hard time finding it. You know, you're walking back and forth and you see like your reflection in this mirror just completely like bereft of expression and emotion as you're looking. Like even as if you're getting like frustrated, like you just see a blank version of yourself in this mirror, but you're not seeing yourself anywhere in these paintings. Or I would say art projects. There's probably some that are like macaroni art, because it's like literally every kind of art.
Nice.
I should have grabbed it when I saw it the first time. I don't remember where it is.
Yeah. I don't.
I feel like these are the things that she took. Or representative of them. I take one off the wall.
Yeah,
Just anyone.
you would see a portrait in oil paints done of a tiefling man with red skin and like small nubby little horns, and he appears to be like very angry in this picture.
If I like flip, is there anything like written on the back of the frame?
Nope.
Mm.
I don't know. I mean, if there were some magical thing, right, wouldn't Clover be able to sniff it out?
She would, but she's not here right now. I could do it from my book. I guess I'll try it. Ego, like, is huffy, stompy. I'll go find somewhere to put my book down and start a ritual cast for Detect Magic.
You can go, like, from that hallway, you could go into the dining room, or, like, that guest bedroom. You could go over to the kitchen. You made friends with Bloody Toes. She's not going to kill you now.
Yeah, that's true. I don't want to get blood on the book.
There's these other rooms that you could go. Yeah, go into. That's a good spot. Yeah, so you're able to ritual cast. You said Detect Magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very frustrated ritual casting too, because ego thinks that we still gave her more than she deserves to have.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. It's definitely, yeah. So you, as you're kind of like leaving this room, Bavlorna, like, in this, like, you can like literally hear her bones creak and her skin crunch as she walks. She will enter that hallway and will go down those stairs to her preservation pool, as it were. So you would kind of like see her as you're in there. She like gives you a dirty look, but doesn't really say anything. And she's followed by this trail of like skin flakes and like little flies. But yeah, as you're in this room, her little Lornlings are running around, gathering up all of her dirty, broken dishes and her food scraps. But you don't see anything in the dining room. Do you step back into the hallway?
Yes.
Yeah, so you step back into the hallway. The pictures are not emanating any magic. The mirror on the wall is emanating an aura of transmutation magic.
I will reach out and touch the mirror first to just see if touching it does anything.
It's like a little dusty. But you know, your fingers touch the glass and like leave like little fingerprint smudges on the surface.
I use that dust to draw a rune on the mirror and then cast Identify on it.
Okay. Yeah, so when you cast Identify, this isn't like a named magic item, but I'll say you like would get an understanding of like what it does.
Yeah.
This mirror alters the reflection of any creature that gazes into it and renders that reflection bereft of expression or emotion, except if you smile into the mirror. And you have a feeling that if you were to smile into the mirror, something might happen.
But I don't know what from the Identify spell, what would happen? Something bad?
No.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't be like something bad. You also do like notice that the mirror is attached to the wall with like this like white like kind of like adhesive substance, like a glue. And when you did your detect magic, that would have given you kind of like the vibe that like magic items give when they may not necessarily have like a specific spell, but that gave you magic item vibes.
Okay.
And I'll say, you know what? It's attached. It's attached with sovereign glue to the wall. You would get that.
Okay.
I'll let you have that. But no, the mirror, you think like
Thanks.
it might just like reveal something.
Dawn,
Yeah.
I need your happiness.
You need my happiness specifically because we might have an issue.
I need your smile.
It doesn't have to be a genuine smile.
I don't know.
Well, I guess we can try both ways. He'll walk up to the mirror and he'll crack a like customer service smile.
Yeah, so you are staring into your reflection, and for a moment, like, your reflection continues to be just, like, emotionless. And, like, a little bit too late for it to be, like, a true reflection after you start smiling. You see a smile slowly crack open on your reflection in the mirror, and it looks at you. And you hear, like, a click. And the wall that this mirror is on swings inward.
Huh.
And
You're very good at doing that creepy smile, by the way. Stop. Stop it.
and you're looking down a hallway, a hidden passage.
Good eye.
Good teeth.
There's a moldy
yeah.
scent that hangs in the air of this dark L-shaped hallway.
I brush 4 times a day.
I thought I was going to have to go through my joke book to find jokes about banks.
I don't know if that would get me to...
Would you like to hear one?
You didn't even know what a bank is.
I don't. Still. There's money there?
Yes. Do we want to
Okay.
head down into the creepy, mildewy secret passage, or...
Probably not by ourselves. Right?
Probably not.
Flips through the joke book. Kind of like licks a finger. Flips the page. Why was the wood chopper arrested at the bank?
Why was the wood chopper arrested at the bank?
Because he walked into the bank, pointed a long, thin piece of wood at the ceiling, and shouted, "This is a stick-up." What did the
Okay.
comedian say when he walked into a bank?
Oh no, there's more.
This is a stand-up.
It's just the same joke, but a different... Okay.
Ego will probably continue to do that until the party members return. Thinking, unless Don specifically tells him to stop, Ego thinks that he's doing something that Don enjoys.
Nah, Don would not tell him to stop, but he just let him do it. He's honestly kind of curious just to see how many bank jokes there are.
There's probably more than you would expect. Is there anything else that you two want to do, or is it just kind of you're gonna do some bank jokes like in the hallway? In the portrait hallway?
I will really quickly check Bavlorna's sitting room to see if there's anything that detect magic pings, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I know that
Oh,
Clover
stairs.
can also just come in and do this. There are also stairs to another level.
The stairs.
Yeah, so when you kind of poke
do a bunch
around
of stuff without you guys.
when you poke around her study, you look into that cabinet, and there's that stuffed cat, that taxidermied cat that gives off a vague necromantic aura. There's also 3 potion bottles. You speak Elvish, don't you?
I actually do not.
You don't? Okay. You don't know
But-
what they say, but they do give off each one gives off an aura. God, I want to say they're all going to be transmutation, actually.
Because Ego will call out to Dawn now that Ego has noticed it, that there are potions in this cabinet. They have labels, but I can't read them.
Don will come over and see if he can read them.
Yeah, 2 of them are transmutation, 1 is illusion.
I actually speak Goblin.
Nice.
Not Elvish.
Dawn, can you speak Elvish?
Yes, he speaks Common, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Nice. So one of the potions says shrink, another says grow, and another says vanish.
Shrink, grow, and vanish.
That would make sense. They have transmutation magic, which is the changing of physical things. I would assume one makes you shrink, one makes you grow, and one makes you vanish. Useful.
Yeah. Sounds like it makes sense to me.
There's also an undead cat, Ego says as they open up the cabinet.
The doors are locked.
Oh. I do not open
Yeah.
the cabinet.
You actually go to like pull them open, and underneath like a little bit of hanging moss, you can see that there's like a lock in the middle of the right panel of the doors on this cabinet.
It's locked.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Maybe. Looks at Jingle Jangle's chime of opening. I think that we gave that Lorna more than she deserved.
Perhaps, but I don't want any Dales to be backfiring on me.
That's fair. I suppose if it's still here after she leaves, then it's considered something she stole.
Perhaps. Unless there's some cute and funny little Fey loophole. You'd be the tech to know about that kind of stuff.
You do recall that there are 3 rules that are sort of still in play. There's like the rule of hospitality, which requires like if you are like being given hospitality, you have to act in like an appropriate manner. There's also the rule of reciprocity.
There is the rule of reciprocity.
So
She took a lot of things from a lot of people.
Yes, so she's agreed to give all of those things back. And as of right now, even if I don't feel welcome, we are guests in her home. She has not done any direct harm to us, so I can't break her things.
Unfortunate.
I want to see if I can find where this goes, though, and I hold up the little cauldron that says spittle spew. How long has the others been gone? It's 10 minutes for me to cast the ritual spell, so...
Yeah, so we'll actually hop over to them right now. So you guys are able to you're just kind of like leaving the way that you came down the stairs?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so you're able to get your boat and you're able to like head out, and the froggy knights would also like get on their boat and tell you that like most of like the homes and like the home where they usually store her like carcasses before they ship them to her is like directly south.
Okay.
So they'll kind of like point you on your way. Let me move you all downfall here.
Could they like escort us to make sure like we're not gonna get jumped?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can do that. God, I think you guys are like over here right now. Yeah, but they'll take you. God, I gotta zoom in. And they basically will like drop the boat like kind of over here. And then they tell you like they'll wait at the palace. Like, they can wait in the boats. Like they're kind of just like, we'll do whatever you want.
Well, let's keep them in the boat with us until we're done with until we finish the deal with her. Until we see her gone, because their mission isn't finished with the king until she's gone.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys dock on like the edge of the lake there, and you can see to your right there's a bulbous green-black cauldron with a thick lid that sits on a bed of hot coals. This cauldron has 6 sturdy iron legs protruding from its carved bottom like the extremities of a crab, and there's a wooden ladle that hangs from a lanyard looped around the lid's knob. The bullywugs point past that to a hut, so that's like over here. They point to this hut right over here, and they tell you that that's usually where they store her carcasses before shipping them out to her.
Okay. Yeah, we'll head over there.
And they'll wait for you to come back, and then they'll like take you back over there.
How long did it take from Bevlorna's to here?
Like maybe 20 minutes. Most of that was like getting into the boats and rowing the boats.
Okay, I'm not gonna rush because she did say she wanted an hour in the bath, so I'm gonna try and time it so by the time we come back it's been an hour.
Yeah, you can do that.
Lest I have to see of her the better?
That's true, yeah. Is there anything you guys want to say or do, or are you just going right to it?
Going right to it. I'm gonna let them know, is there people inside or is it just the carcasses?
Well, there's a door that is shut. When you
knock.
go... Oh yeah, you do have to knock. Yeah.
I have to knock!
You knock at the door, and you hear a croak at you in a language that you don't understand, but are very familiar with because it's Bullywug.
Hello?
You hear like kind of a disgruntled sigh, and this a Bullywug that is inside of the dwelling quietly croaks at you. Do you have the password?
Oh my god.
No. I'm here because if we give the carcasses to Bevlorna, she'll leave forever. Should I get the guards to explain?
No. Where are the guards?
In the boat behind the house?
Tell them to go away. Tell them to go away.
Wait, why?
Tell them to go away.
Can I I look at Aurum, I'm like, what do we do?
I'm gonna try to open the door.
Oh, okay.
It appears to be barred shut from the inside.
Oh shit.
Hey, just let us inside. The guards aren't here. We're literally just trying to get a box so we can make this lady leave.
You guys can roll me a persuasion check, either each of you one or one of you with advantage.
I'm pretty good at persuasion.
Yeah, go for it.
Or unless Aurum's gonna try to use force here. But it sounded like you were kind of trying to persuade them, so...
Aurum's like, if you don't fucking open the door, I'm gonna open the door anyway.
Oh, so I'm persuading, you're intimidating? Is that what's happening?
Kinda, yeah.
Sure, roll one persuasion and one intimidation.
That's funny.
17. 11
16.
plus 6.
Nice, okay. So you say that, and you hear a little bit of muttering from the inside, but then eventually you hear wood creaking against wood as the bar is lifted, and then the door opens, and this webbed hand on this bullywug, they gesture you inside.
I go in.
Also go in.
So standing just inside the door is a jittery bullywug with a spear. And behind this guard is a wooden crate with hunting gear piled atop it. Huddled in the back of the hut are 4 more bullywugs. And tension is hanging so heavy in the air here. As one of these huddled bullywugs signals you to enter and join the conversation.
Okay. Where are the carcasses?
Oh, the carcasses are there in that wooden crate. You can see that it actually has Bavlorna's name scrawled on it in Sylvan. and there's hunting gear like piled on top of it.
Oh.
There's a heavy crossbow, 6 crossbow bolts, a hunting trap, and a rolled up cape of moss.
Is that hers too?
No. Those are our things. You can just leave those.
Oh, I'll start pulling them, putting them on the floor.
Are you here to join Illig's revolution?
Oh no.
Wait.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
The time has come to overthrow the King Gullop the 19th. If we don't do it now, then his rule will be strengthened to a point that we will not be able to.
Yeah, I hate that
Overthrow
guy.
him.
Yeah.
Right, he's
You
such
can
a
have a
corrupt.
permanent leader, though.
He's such a corrupt leader.
He's
We actually.
terrible.
Here's the thing. So
I'm gonna pick up the hunting trap while they're talking to me.
Illig, do you wish to explain? And this one like bullywug will step forward and say, "Yes, thank you, Gloric. This is Gloric, Grundelkrantz, Gullabek, and Vulp. And we are here as part of the revolution to overthrow King Gullop the 19th. He's such a witless buffoon and unworthy of the crown, and I'm going to declare myself the rightful king."
Wait, hold on. Are you trying to also make people submit to you and stuff?
Well, what do you mean?
Like, he's very oppressive. Are you also oppressive?
He's practically a tyrant. I want to rule with a fair and just hand over the Bullywug court. I actually have a wonderful plan. Come, look. And he'll gesture to like a drawing in the mud on the floor in this hut.
Oh no.
And you see like this crude image of King Gullop the 19th with a dagger in his eye. He will say to you, "This is a very straightforward plot. It has to be quick and fast for this revolution to work. I'm going to approach Gullop the 19th while he's on his throne. I'm going to pretend to trip into him and then accidentally stick him in the eye with my dagger. That way it'll look like an accident, and then I will just declare that in order to make right for what I've done, I will declare myself the next king. So that I can lead the Bullywugs into a true age of enlightenment."
Does there have to be more death?
Well, of course, how else do you depose a king? And if you're not going to kill him or throw him in a pot of boiling oil or stick him in the eye with a dagger,
I don't know,
cut off
can't
his
you
head
vote on a
with a butter
leader?
knife. What?
Vote, listen to everybody's opinion.
Why would we do that? Nobody has an opinion unless they want to be the ruler.
I really thought you were gonna teach them democracy just then.
That's very impressive of you to say that.
Have you ever asked anybody around what their opinion is on the politics?
Yeah, and everybody actually has an opinion on everybody else.
Right, but do any of them actually have an opinion on who should be ruler or how we should go about installing our rulers that is unified? No, they don't. But the one thing that all Bullywugs love is gossip. And a horrible, tragic death of a king is the best way to get a new king going, because the more extreme the situation is, the more they will talk about you. And if they talk about you, they can't forget you. And if they can't forget you, then you are in charge of their minds.
But why do you need a king?
Well, somebody has to rule. Who's going to be in the palace if there's no king or queen? You can't just have a palace and not have a king or a queen.
Everybody else can just support each other.
You can have a council.
Well, there is a council of all of the knights and the barons and the marquises and the earls and the duchesses and the dukes and the princes and the princesses and the poobahs, and he starts listing off literally so many noble titles and standings that somebody can have.
Who isn't in line to be king?
You know what's more impressive than becoming the king?
Nothing.
Changing the game.
Well, but if I change the game and it goes wrong, then I will be remembered as the worst, not king. And I won't even have king attached to my name to make me look better.
Right, but if you become the king, then you're also going to probably have people that want to kill you just like they want to kill the king right now.
No, but that won't happen to me.
How many
It
kings have
happens
there
to
been?
literally all the other kings.
How many kings have there been?
Well, there's been 19 Gollops.
There's 19 golubs, but like how many other the other ones?
Oh, well, I would be like the 42nd.
Oh,
Let's see, there was Glub Glub the 9th.
I feel like there's a pattern here.
Well,
So, wait, hold
none
on.
of none of those kings were the rightful king. I'm the rightful king
So,
Uh-huh.
when
of
you be-
Downfall.
in order to become the king, you just have to kill the current king?
Well, yes.
Oh,
you
What?
kill- you
Okay, I
kill
have
the current-
another plan.
You kill- Well, if you have a better plan, something that you think would work better, then I am all froggy ears.
So we can pretend to arrest you,
Mhm,
but leave the dagger on you.
mhm,
And then we get you close to the king for your crimes.
mhm.
You run forward and stab the king.
Well, but then they'll know that I murdered him and it won't look like an accident. And then I may have to deal with his supporters being angry at me. If it looks like an accident, like I tripped and the dagger fell into his eye, then they can't be upset with me and seek revenge in his name.
Or what if I accidentally shove you?
You may face the wrath of King Gullop the 19th's adherents and followers.
Like I trip into you, and then you tripped into him.
Well, but if I'm captured and my hands are tied behind my back, then how would I trip the dagger into his eye?
Well, how are you getting to him with the dagger in the first place?
I was going to approach him while he sat on his throne to speak to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I was going to, as I'm walking up to his throne to speak to him, I would trip, and my dagger that I was holding by my side accidentally gets pulled out, and as I'm falling, and he's like mimicking this with one of his other bullywugs, I would just sort of, and he's just like pantomime stabbing.
It's still murder. It's not an accident if you plan it.
Oh, right, but see, from the outside, nobody can claim that unless they knew what I was planning. So
But-
it works.
Well, I think when you keep stabbing, that could potentially not look like an accident anymore.
Well, I would say, oh my gosh, I'm trying to get up. Oh no, my hand keeps slipping into your eye.
You know, I honestly don't see any problem with this plan. I think we should go through it.
Right? It's foolproof. It is foolproof, but I have to do it now. If I don't do it now, then I will never have enough power to overthrow King Gullop the 19th. Because if this goes on any longer, then he won't be in his throne room, and he's going to do who knows what with that hag up in that hut and become way too powerful.
No,
I
the
can't let
hag's
that happen.
leaving. That's what I've been trying to say. The hag's leaving. And returning everything that she took. We won the war.
Well, there was no war against
Well,
the
there
hag.
was going
We
to
had
be.
there was no problem with her.
Yes,
She
there
left
was.
us alone. No, she left us alone. We left her alone, and it all was fine, except for King Gullop the 19th being an idiot and a shan and a horrible ruler. So if he rules over Downfall, and the hag is ousted, he will claim that that was his doing, and it will make him look very powerful because he bested a hag.
But it wasn't his doing. It was our doing.
But he was in charge when you did it.
Yeah,
I mean, am I not making sense? And all of the blues are like, no, yeah, like you're making a lot of sense. Like, I don't know why they're not getting it. Like,
I'm gonna like pull little cat into me. I'm like, you make a lot of sense. I think we should go through with this plan.
Aurum.
An idea. I
No.
have an idea. Just go.
But we
You
need to
should go
get this.
through this.
No, but we need it. Can you? I don't know what you. I turned to Aurum. I don't know what you have planned, but can we do it after we give the
Yeah.
Could they
How
wait?
about you wait an hour?
oh well, okay. Yeah, it was gonna be that I can wait an hour.
Because you'll have the best odds if we're there with you.
Oh, you'll be there. You're going to help me.
It won't be in the area.
Maybe you trip into me, and then that causes me to trip my dagger into the king.
No, you trip. It'll be fine.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we don't want it to be too many. It needs to just be one and done very quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna mingle and pretend I'm supposed to be there.
All right. So when I see you there, what should be our secret signal so that you know that it's happening? Maybe I lick my eyeball like this, and his tongue like slurps out and like cleans
Perfect.
his eyeball.
That's perfect. Yeah.
I'll make eye contact with you when I do it, so you know.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And then I'll go up and trip my dagger into the king's eye.
Yeah. And then you'll become the king.
Yes.
Yep.
King Illig.
King
Baron
Illig.
no longer Baron of Muckstump.
Long may he reign.
Exactly.
All right, we're gonna take this chest now.
Right, yes, of course. There's, her 7 carcasses are in there. We were going to deliver it to her once I was installed as the new king of the Soggy Court, but if you, wish to do that, just let her know that it was delivered from Illig.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Lifting the box. I also took their hunter trap and I put it on, like, my belt.
Yeah. It's like a little, like, bear trap kind of thing. But yeah, you can take the box and leave if you want.
What's your plan? What do you mean?
When he kills the king, we kill him. And we become the rulers of the Bullywug.
Oh my god.
And we just say, do whatever you want. And if anybody decides to question our rule, we'll come back and kill them.
I hate how that's so stupid that it definitely could work. Like, we're the king, and we said, be a democracy.
That's yeah. I'm gonna teach you all how to vote. Okay. I don't know if I like this.
Well, it all depends on if he actually kills the king.
Yeah, but even if he doesn't, it sounds like he could really hurt him.
Yeah, but the king's also really hurting other people.
Is he?
Yeah. He's trying to become a very oppressive ruler with all of his achievements. And he's a jerk.
Are we sure
I
this
just
guy's
think-
not also a jerk? He does want to
One-
murder.
Well, see, that's the thing. We're gonna kill him because these two dead kings will be the end of the kings being murdered over and over again. We're stopping the chain of bloodshed, just with a little bit more bloodshed.
Just to cap it off.
Because they're not gonna kill us.
They might.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, to all the other frogs, we'll look good because we're technically King Gollop's people. We'll look honorable, and it'll look good in the eyes of the frogs.
Okay. Maybe. Let's get rid of Bevlorna first. I think she's our main problem.
Yeah. But I think this like kills 2 birds. You know.
Kills 2 frogs.
I'm
With
gonna
one
lead.
dagger.
I'm gonna lead Aurum. I'm gonna use the balloon tactic where I'm like holding the leash and flying him towards the boat so he doesn't get lost.
You know, potatoes.
Oh yeah, potatoes.
Yeah, but that conversation definitely took some time, and between the travel there, and then getting your boats tied up and getting up into there, it's definitely been like over an hour.
Oh,
so you
she's
can
getting
head back.
extra time.
Yeah, we can take
Yeah.
a quick break here.
Sure.
Since we have maybe like an hour-ish of game left. We'll take a quick 5 to 7 minute break.
Okay. BRB fam. welcome back.
We're back. So, Clover and Aurum, you have the crate. You can take it back to the hut with your bullywugs.
Yes.
Let me switch y'all back. So, for Dawn and Ego, is there anything else that you all wanted to do in the hut? You've got a little bit of time to kill before your friends come back.
Let's at least get these last doors open on this floor.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second, let me move the bullywugs out of the way, because they're just kind of a lot. I'm also going to put more over here. Yeah, just, like, if you want to just ping, like, where you're going here.
Yeah. I would like to check this door.
Yeah, so you, head on into the kitchen. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, you can see that female red cap, Bloody Toes, has those vultures that you helped her with a while back. Like, they're fully, like, butchered and just, like, sliced into, like, strips of poultry that she's, like, frying up. It kind of reeks in here. But she just, like, growls at you as you come in and then, like, ignores you. And you can head on into that room. You open the door and find a pantry. And that open. This room just has like dozens of pickling jars on a bunch of wooden racks. Most of the jars are filled with things like there's like pig snouts, there's like pickled toads, there's like, you know how nasty baby birds look when they first hatch? There's like little baby birds preserved in pickling fluid, onions, mushrooms, other like disgusting cooking ingredients. There's like one like jar that's like kind of like larger, like maybe a gallon jar that is holding a like red and white mushroom. Like the cap of it is like bright red with these cheery little white dots. And the mushroom just is kind of like looking at you. It has like little eyes and like a little mouth on its white stem, and it's just kind of like looking at you from inside the jar.
Looks at Dawn.
He's like over here.
What? Peeks in.
It's looking at me.
Like bounces a little bit in the jar and looks at you. It like bounces back and forth and smiling.
This kind of shit normal for here.
I've never seen something like that. I walk up to it.
Wow.
Like poke the glass.
It like bounces and like does like a little jiggle, a little dance in the jar. And you can kind of hear like it's trying to like say like to speak, but it's like very muffled behind like this thick glass that it's in, so you just kind of hear like I don't think my mic's picking it up. Like a muffled like speech.
Hold on, I gotta immerse this.
God.
Is there anything wrong with having curiosity?
I heard that it killed a cat.
I heard that satisfaction brought it back.
Yeah, so you pop open the jar. Are you like letting it out?
Wanna just like to hear it better? Oh no. Oh no.
What do you say? What do you say to it? What do you say to it?
I couldn't hear what you were. You trying to say something to me?
Memory, all alone in the moonlight. It just starts singing in this like terrible high falsetto voice,
Oh.
and it just like bursts into like very loud song.
I seal it again. The cat stayed dead. I put it back on the shelf.
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. I love those. I'm good at those. But not today. Or any other time I roll something I'm good at. 9.
I'm saying you're good at things.
Yeah, you have no idea what this thing is.
I have no idea what this thing is. I will. Yes. I will identify it later, maybe. There's another room if we want to go somewhere else. I grab, like, a pickle.
Yeah. You bite into it, it's not a pickle. It's like a little slug that looked like a cucumber.
Hold on.
Oh no. Oh, that's awful. Oh.
It has like a little, it's like kind of firm, you know, like it's like cold jelly.
Oh.
Ego likes it. I
Yeah.
don't.
Oh.
Don makes a face. Can we leave before I throw up?
You can try the next one.
Great.
Or not.
Going for that door?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so this door as you approach, it's closed and it is cold to the touch. You're opening it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so, like, as soon as you open it, you're hit with a wave of cold because this room is freezing. There are chunks of frozen meat dangling from the ceiling on hooks and chains. Along the walls, more meat is stacked in piles on metal racks. A small frost-covered wooden coffer sits in the middle of the floor. The cold seems to be radiating from it.
Oh, wow. This is pretty handy. It's a cold room. I think it's where she keeps her meat.
Oh. That is smart.
Other than that, I mean, it seemed to be coming from this box. But other than that, I don't know if there's anything that interesting. Unless you want me to look at the box.
How big is the box?
Like maybe like 2 foot square? Like a foot or 2 square? It's not super big.
It does seem like all of the frost is centered on that. I don't know if that's something that's useful to us, but we kind of have nothing to do besides explore a secret basement, go upstairs, or look in that box.
I guess I'll
Or I
try
can
to-
identify the singing thing.
I guess
There's
I can-
another door in Bavlorna's room, right?
Yeah, there's a couple more. There's like
There's-
another door.
Yeah, there's a door by.
Is this a door?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know why I thought that wasn't.
Oh, you know what? I
Very
might not
thin.
have. Sorry, I might not have fully revealed that wall.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was just
okay.
this
Okay, we have
yeah,
more.
also, I will just tell you, because you guys had that bullywug identify that, that is the other door at the staircase that the beehive is attached to. So you already,
perfect.
you know what that door is. You actually heard the buzzing when you were getting out of the cages the first time, so you know what that is.
Okay.
I'll go take a closer look at the box and see if it, like, at least opens.
Yeah, as you look at it, you can see that there is definitely like a lid on it, and it seems like it's been frozen shut, but it seems like it could be open potentially. Just might take a little bit of work.
I think I can open it if you want. Looks almost frozen shut, but nothing good old elbow grease can't fix.
You've got the time for it. Maybe
Yeah,
there's
hope
something
that-
useful in there.
He's basically just gonna try to take his sword and like just jam it and then pry it up.
Yeah, you can make an athletics check with advantage.
Yippee! Yippee! That's good because I rolled a natural one. So at advantage, that is a 12 plus 6 for 18.
Yeah, you feel the lid of this coffer creak open. And as the lid pops open, you see a still beating heart. A human heart. Or a humanoid heart, rather.
He closes the box. That was great. And then walks out.
I think I know what that is.
Don't tell me you did a Wizard of Oz thing.
No.
That would be funny. Lion needs his heart.
God.
We've got one more.
Huh?
One more door.
Up at the top
Well-
there.
Yeah, I'll try that one.
Okay. You open that door. Slivers of light enter through the cracks in the shutters that cover 3 tall windows. The light reveals the shapes of several pedestals. On each one rests an object with a patchwork cloth draped over it. Wilting ferns and crumbling clay pots give the room its earthy smell, and the floor is covered in a layer of straw.
Hmm.
You would see above one of the windows the word thither is scrawled above it, leading out onto one of the balconies, and above the window that leads out onto like the other balcony, the word yawn is scrawled above it.
Hither, thither, and yon. Well, but thither and yon.
Yeah, thither and yawn.
Here be hither, there be thither, and that be yon.
Boy, those sure are words.
Yeah, you see those carved up there, and then there's the 7 like pedestals that have like cloth coverings over them.
Can I do a little bit of poking and prodding at these cloth coverings?
Are you lifting one up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Looking ahead.
you lift one up, and underneath you see a bird. It has the body of like a snowy owl, but the head of a raven that's stitched onto it. And as you like lift up the cover to its cage, it squawks and flutters anxiously and looks at you with dead eyes.
It's
Right.
more of her artwork, yeah.
Great.
Great, I love it. Thanks.
I have a
By
macabre
the way,
fast.
just sitting there.
Like, the thing is, like, it's so tough because this is all things that Ink finds so. Ego loves macabre stuff, though. Ego's, like, really battling with the fact that, like, I don't like her, but God, we have such similar tastes. She is, unfortunately, an incredibly talented artist.
She sure is something.
It's a shame that talent is wasted on someone so fine.
I mean, I'd say you'd have to be kind of vile to do this.
But yeah, like, not long after this, Bavlorna will probably come back up, and her skin, you can see, is, like, re-moisturized. She's, like, completely rehydrated. She still has those, like, stripy scars from, like, the dry, cracked skin building up, but she can actually, like, move her body now and isn't kind of just, like, in this, like, living rictus anymore. But as she shuffles up, she, like, begins to go into the different rooms, and you hear her, like, muttering incantations in Sylvan, and you'll see, like, these flashes of, like, green light in various rooms, as she shuffles from room to room. It seems like she's, like, you know, maybe, like, packing up, and she just, like, glares at you all. She walks around with, like, she has, like, this walking stick that is, like, kind of T-shaped and has these, like, shards of, like, mirror glass, like, that kind of dangle from it. And she kind of, like, is just, like, waving it at her furniture that begins to kind of just, like, shrink. And then her little lornlings will come and take it and, you know, like, put it somewhere, kind of gathering it all up together. And then, after a little while, Aurum and Clover, you are able to return with your box.
We have the shipment box. Did we bring it into our room?
She, like, will stick her, like, nails under the lid and, like, pries it up and pulls, like, the metal nails that are keeping the lid on, like, out of it. Lovely. These will work so well in my next creation. And we'll shut it back up.
Right.
Gather the rest of your things.
My things are gathered.
So you can tell us where the things are now that you've taken?
I suppose. Most of the things that I've taken are on the 3rd floor.
What do you mean by most?
There are a few things here and there around the house that are taken. Something in my meat locker. I think that's it for down here.
I know whose heart that is.
Yeah.
Nothing in the Hooch Distillery, nothing in the dining room. The guest room. No, I believe that's everything. Once I've left, you can go upstairs and take back the things that belong to you.
And what about Sibilna?
What about that worthless witch?
Didn't you take her too?
I didn't take anything from her.
But you took her, didn't you?
I didn't take her anywhere.
Then where is she?
She is where she got herself into the situation that she's in. In her palace, looking down on us as always.
Okay.
Clover, roll me a history check.
Yeah.
She was kept in stasis.
Oh no!
I'm slowly slinking towards the stairs while she's still here. To make sure our stuff is up there.
History 11.
You. Yeah. Okay. Nope. Continue on.
Well, if that's the case. See ya.
I'm sure I will see you again.
Wait, I have one question.
God.
What gives you any right to ask anything else of me?
What gives you any right to deny me the opportunity?
What have you done to deserve it?
What have you done to feel that you're in a better position than I am?
I have kept up my end of the bargains that I've made. If you wish to ask something of me, what do you offer?
I don't care to make any more deals with you. I'm going up the stairs. I just wanted to know what the stinking paintings did. Why they hurt me when I tried to cut them off the wall.
Wait, when you were trying to cut what off?
The painting. Remember I saw my painting and I was like, I want to try to cut it, and then it was like, and it hurt me.
Mm. Yeah, well, she will gather up her lornlings that, she, like, peels off, like, more, like, pieces of hair and things, and she has, like, 24 of these, like, little green copies of herself that basically are carrying, like, a rickety, like, swollen, like, wood and moss palanquin with all of her belongings miniaturized on it. And she was like, "Come, lornlings. We're leaving." And she heads back to the staircase, that spiral staircase that's, like, in the hallway, and descends. What do you do?
Guess we go upstairs?
Yeah.
Where she said the things were. There was something in her meat locker, like she said.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
What was it?
It was a heart that is still beating, which is good. Maybe. Somebody say something. Should I say it's bad?
I'm trying to go through notes. I'm trying to remember shit.
It's
You...
Octagon's heart.
Octavian. There was the elf bard who was sitting under the big toadstools, that he told you he lost his love, so she took his heart, and he just, like, didn't feel anything anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it sounds familiar.
I know I
but-
was like kind of there for that, but Ego is like letting like Clover do that talk, so it's like, oh, there's
Yeah,
a heart.
Yeah, sorry. I was like, Kristy was blanking. I'm like, oh, that sounds super familiar. Why can't?
Yeah, he told you that she basically replaced, she ripped his heart,
Yes.
still beating, out of his chest and put a goat heart in its place.
Okay, so yeah, we should probably take that back to him.
And that's when you
Okay.
guys were like, we need to go kill her now. And
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
we found a secret passage.
We did find a secret passage behind the mirror in the hallway.
Oh, okay.
But if most of our things are on the 3rd floor, because the secret passage goes down, right?
Nope, it's just like a hallway.
Oh, it just goes straight.
It goes like straight, like it goes like down, not like decline, but like it goes 20 feet long and then curves off to the right.
Okay. So there's do we want to go upstairs first, or do we want to check that out?
Like, well, we know what's upstairs. We know most of the things that are missing are upstairs. We could check the hidden passage, because she didn't mention that, did she?
She didn't mention any kind of, like, hidden passage.
Okay, then maybe we should check to make sure that she forgot to mention something.
Because she did say it was most of the
Yeah,
things,
she didn't say
but
all of
not
it.
everything. Could just mean the heart, but I think it's good to check.
Fine by
I
me.
want to make sure we have everything.
Yeah, it's fine by me.
Alright.
So you're gonna go down the
first.
secret tunnel!
Secret tunnel!
Not the secret tunnel.
Yeah, so you enter the secret tunnel and it's, at the entrance, it's like about a 5-foot wide space and the ceilings here are 10 feet tall. Do you, like, walk all the way down to the corner?
Yeah. So?
Okay,
Right.
is anyone else going or is it just Eco?
Going.
Oh, yeah, I'll go.
Just to make sure that there's nothing dangerous there.
Orem, are you going?
The Aurum is like sitting and waiting at the stairs.
Okay, yeah, you can
Who
sit
wants
and
to
wait
go?
at the stairs, and for the rest of you, you walk in, you get down to that corner, and you realize the ceilings are 20 feet tall. Down there.
This hut is very big now.
Huh.
Do you turn and keep going?
Yeah, I'll follow if they go.
Yeah, still go.
Yeah, and as you walk, the ceilings get higher and higher until when you reach the end, like, the ceiling is like 100 feet high. And as you get over here, you actually, like, get over to the end, and it seems like it's just, like, a solid wall at the end of this pathway.
Hmm.
And the planks of wood are, like, massive. You look so confused.
Did it get bigger or did we get smaller?
You should bring the potions.
Oh yeah.
Potions.
Don, because he was the only one that could read them, will point it out. There were those 3 potions that were like grow and shrink and whatever else.
Yes, I think we need to go back and get those.
Okay.
I think we've gotten small.
Weird. I mean, I was always
And then
So as you guys are you're all kind of like, you just did that. You're looking around, you
Yeah.
actually see on the wall that there's like a little hole at the base of this wall with like a wooden door on it. And this wooden door is barred by a sewing needle. And it looks like it's actually like a little bit taller than you.
we have definitely gotten small.
Uh-huh. Maybe let's go back and check upstairs before we start poking around in here.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think
Yeah,
he was gonna
yes.
do this.
I'm
thought we were
very
just-
intrigued.
Yeah, it's strange.
It takes you you're going back the way that you came?
Yeah.
It takes you a long time to get to that corner.
Oh no.
It's like it feels like it's like a mile or more away, and you get to that corner, and then the entryway that you came in is like looking into the like mouth of a giant like mountain cave, and it takes you like from one end down to the corner and down to where you came from. It takes you like 30 minutes, like
Uh-oh.
to run all the way there,
And we
and it's
don't get
exhausting.
bigger?
No, you reach like the threshold where that mirror was, and like You're smaller than the frame on this mirror.
Oh, this sucks.
Aurum!
It's probably just little squeaks. Yeah.
I fly up to Aurum's face! I will take him
Oh,
for a look! I will fly!
Yeah.
That's a fly. Oh
Yeah,
god.
Aurum, what's your passive perception?
15.
Yeah, so, you at first you think that there's like this like little like a dragonfly or like a bug like flying at you. And you realize that this is actually Clover, but she is 1/20th of her normal size. She's like 1 inch tall.
Clover, why are you so small?
I don't know, something happened when we went down the hallway. We need help.
She has like the most high pitched squeaky voice. You can barely understand what she's saying.
What about the rest of us?
Oh, they're down there. Don't step on them.
Yeah, Dawn is like maybe 3 inches tall, and Ego, you're like 1.5 inches tall. You're like
I'll
I
pick most of them up too.
I was gonna say I make a signal with a firebolt because it goes 120 feet normally, so it's like a couple feet up in the air. It's just a little like.
Yeah.
I'll pick you guys up into my hands.
Can you show
Sucks.
them?
You're so small.
Go to
What
the
happened?
Go to the cat.
cabinet.
You're louder than me.
The cat
way.
in it.
cabinet.
All right.
you have high enough
pointing.
passive perception
I'm
that you
pointing.
can understand them. It's just yeah.
All right. I'm going to the cabinet.
I direct him with my hand signals.
All right. I'm at the cabinet.
Which one is it, Dawn?
The cabinet's the cabinet is not there anymore. She took the cabinet.
With the potions.
Yeah, and the cat. After 1 minute passes of you being in this room, you instantly like poof back to your normal size.
Oh man. Ow.
Sorry. Let's not do that again.
I became the ant.
Yeah, now actually, as you're like on this side with the cabinet gone, you can actually see that like right in the middle of the wall, like at the base where it meets the floor, there's like the faint outline of like a little mouse hole, that little door that you saw, and opening it basically would have taken you out underneath that cabinet.
Wow.
Huh.
Okay.
I really, really wanted to get on my Tale of Despero shit and take the sewing needle and see if it got bigger with me. That would have been a cool rapier.
Upstairs.
You guys were gone for a long time. I waited
I'm sorry.
on the stairs.
We had to walk. Well, we had to walk all the way back. Grueling.
You were so small.
Unsure of when our torment would end.
Yeah.
Much
Yeah.
like life itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. I don't know what you mean, but yeah.
Let's go
We
find
experienced
everything.
an allegory.
Oh, guys, by the way, two things.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Oh.
kill the guy that is gonna kill the king to become the leaders of the Woollywogs.
What?
So that we can stop the bloodshed chain forever.
What?
Yeah.
We ran into the revolutionists when we picked up the box, and they want to kill the current king, and one of them wants to be the new king, and Aurum wants to let that happen, but then he wants to kill the new king so that all the killing stops and we can hopefully make a voting system. I don't know if it'll work, but apparently he wants to be king for a minute.
Do you want to do that?
No, I don't want to kill anyone else.
Do you want that to see how that?
I mean, I would love for them to learn how to vote, but it'd be nice if we didn't have to kill anyone to do it.
I feel like they're not going to do anything unless you to tell them I'm your king and this is what you have to do.
They're very dumb.
What if we just say we're king? What if we just say we're king? Will they fight us?
Probably.
Yeah, the king will fight us. Because the king is still alive. But the revolution is waiting like, whoa, God, no, you guys were gone for 30 minutes. I told him to wait for an hour.
We need to go upstairs and get all of our things.
Yeah, let's go upstairs.
We need to make sure that I have the thing.
Well, I also wanted to say I'm proud of you guys because you guys came up here with the intention of killing Bavlorna, and you talked to her like I said might have been a good idea.
Well, I was kind of panicking, and I was remembering that she's allergic to the Wittershin, so I was like, I just needed to do it to see if it worked. And then if it didn't work, then at worst I looked kind of silly and we would talk.
Yeah, no, it was very brave. But when we came in here, you guys were like, "Let's kill Bavlorna," and I was like, "What if we talk?" And you guys were like, "She's really bad." I'm glad you guys decided to talk.
I mean, we did threaten her life.
For now.
Yeah, but that happened. She threatened ours.
And we told her to get out. That by no means says she won't mess with us in the future. And if she does, I will, stab her at lunch.
Yeah, but like, it's good. I'm proud of you guys for talking. Good job.
I don't know how I feel about you being proud of me specifically, but thanks.
Oh, I'm the most proud of you. Because you just thanked me, so you never do that. So now I'm super proud of you. Congratulations.
Ego can't handle this hunger for the missing thing anymore, and Ego is going to go up the stairs on all fours.
Wait, we're going up now? I've been waiting this whole time.
As you go up the stairs, Ego, that hunger is like almost unimaginable. Like it's getting hard to deal with. And the same for you, Aurum. As you walk up the stairs, like
we're like pushing each other and shoving.
Yeah, it's like not eating for days and then having a feast of all your favorite foods put out before you, and you're not allowed to touch it, and it's like right there. So as you
I'm so hungry.
You see that a ball of light bobs above the rafters in this room, casting shadows all over it. Where you would imagine there may have been Bavlorna's mess on full display, but at this point it's just kind of like patches of dust where furniture and things may have been. There's just like rumpled, moldering rugs that are like sharing the floor with like little scraps of food. A few dirty dishes that are left, and you do see that there are some tipped over clay pots whose plants have long since died. There is like a big spot in the corner that is free from dust that you imagine would have been like where her bed was. And there's a couple other spots where you would imagine there would have been like furniture, like maybe like some sort of like chest or like a dresser, something like that. There is also a squat chest of drawers in one corner that oh no wait, not a squat chest of drawers. It's like a stocky wooden chest that has a sturdy iron padlock that is sitting in one corner, and it's between like two doors. So there's a door here, there's a door here, and the chest is here. So door, chest, and then the pots are like these things here. But most of this like furniture that you see is like gone. There's probably like there's like a watering can that's sitting on the floor over here. But there's like not that much in this room.
Ego is like hugging their torso and is kind of like hunching over like they're sick.
Ego! Ego! Hitting you on the shoulder. What are we looking for? I'm so hungry.
I don't know. It's close. Ego like crouches down. Like he gets ravenous and wants to run around. Ego's like, I want to become a ball.
Ego, you
want to
gotta
become
stand
a
up.
ball.
Ego! Stand up!
Go open the door.
I'll go open the door.
It's close. It's close by. I don't know what it looks like.
Yeah, you walk by these like fallen over like potted plants, and you actually see their branches like reach out to you, and they like wheeze a little bit as you walk by, but they can't move.
Poor babies.
Clover, you
My
go over.
darkness is boiling over.
Okay.
The shadows are taking me.
You open that door.
Yeah,
Eternal
does the
darkness.
hunger get like worse when I open the door?
This door is locked.
Oh.
This is the only locked door that you have
I mean, just-
encountered.
I take the chime of opening and I throw it at the door.
I get out of the way. I'm like,
Yeah. So the chime of opening like just makes like a lovely little like chimey noise, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Ego's just like, no, I don't have time for this.
Yeah.
And then they go back to like curling up on the floor, and they actually like, because they were like squatting, and then they like fall over onto their side into the fetal position.
Baby.
Or I was gonna go pick up Ego and like throw Ego over his shoulder. And, like, you gotta come with us.
Oh my god, yeah. So you use actually it doesn't make like a chime, it just kind of makes the sound of like multiple keys jangling together, but that door opens.
I will lead them in, I guess.
Yeah, so let's see. This musty room looks like a miser's attic. Lying in tall heaps are discarded blankets, quilts, cushions, and clothing of all shapes and sizes, not to mention musical instruments, toys, dolls, jewelry boxes, flower vases, child-sized caskets, and broken furniture. Among the heaps of junk are a few oddities. You see that there's a white porcelain jar with chicken legs standing on a table, and a fancy helmet placed on the faceless head of a wooden mannequin, and a 5-foot-long bronze statue of a giant frog squatting in a corner, its mouth agape and filled with impenetrable darkness. You hear like a weak croaking sound, and it calls your attention down as a tiny shriveled figure that is lying on the floor lets out one final gasp and then dies. This is one of her lornlings.
Oh.
And it dies in front of you.
I'm locked in here.
But yeah. That is what you see.
Get her out.
I will do detect magic to try and help them find what they're looking for.
Yeah, so when you cast detect magic, you would see, the helmet on the mannequin gives off an aura of divination magic, as well as enchantment. The let's see, what else do we got? That's like the only thing. The mouth of the frog is full of magical darkness, so I believe that's evocation technically. But yeah, those are the only two things you see that like give off magic.
I will point those out and ask if Ego or Aurum feel any hunger direction to either one of those two things.
Yeah, do I? Yeah.
From where is the hunger feeling?
What am I looking for? Hold on, I'm looking for something. Ego, roll a history check. You can do it. I believe in you.
It's a straight 10 on the die. It's 14.
Okay. You would remember, like way back when you were at the carnival, there was a fortune teller who told you all some strange things. And this fortune teller said to you, a toothy branch will fix your flaw. It sleeps within a warty maw. And, I feel like Ego's smart enough to make the connection that, like, frogs have warts.
Frog.
Oh, you gotta put your hand in the dart. Oh.
It's a frog.
In there?
Warty in its mouth. I have to touch the darkness within it.
It's just your thing. It's what you were made for.
Please take me to the frog.
All right, I'm gonna
Okay.
lower you down to the frog.
Oh my god.
Its mouth is agape, right?
Yep.
It has, like, a big open mouth.
Yeah. What else?
I want what was taken from me. And I'm gonna just reach my arm all the way down in there.
Okay. Let me pull up two things here. And I gotta
Can't even
admit.
see your arm anymore.
If I need to, like, half climb in this thing, I'll, like, climb in there. I don't know how deep it is.
Okay, so you said you want what was taken from you?
Yeah.
Okay. Your arm disappears into the darkness, and it feels as though your fingers are pushing through cool mud with eels swimming and slithering through it. But as you say the thing that was lost to you, you're kind of like, you're feeling like you need to reach a little bit more. You're feeling like there's specificity needed.
Do I have to, like, do I have to say what was taken from me?
Probably.
Makes sense.
Want my smile back.
You say that, and then you reach a little bit further in, and you feel something wooden come into contact with your hand. Like long wooden.
I wrap my hand around it.
Mm-hmm.
And start pulling.
Yeah, you can pull it right out. You pull out a wand. It's a simple wooden wand. It's like very natural, like a kind of like just like a stick was broken off of a tree and then like buffed a little bit.
They're like looking at it like, no. It's a wand.
Is it magical?
Oh yeah, it is magical. It is magical, yeah.
The wand's magical. Use it.
I give it a good old swish and flick.
Yeah, you give it a swish and flick. Who are you pointing it at? Who are you targeting?
Me?
A big smile breaks out on your face.
You're smiling.
Does it feel genuine?
It's very forced. Like, you feel like you are not going to be able to not smile for a little bit. And it's funny, as you have this thing in your hand, there's a part of you that feels complete, and a part of that hunger is gone, but there's still a little bit of that, like, hollow emptiness. Like, you've been reunited with this, but there's... It's like the key is in the lock, and you don't know how to turn it. You have what you were looking for, and yet you don't. So your minor curse, which I believe was you can't start non-magical fires, as long as you have this wand in your inventory, you are no longer afflicted by that curse. That curse has been resolved by you having this. You can use this wand on yourself to make yourself smile. It is a wand of smiles. I'm assuming you're going to identify it at some point. It's a wand of smiles.
Yeah.
However, it's getting yourself back to your true natural state doesn't seem to be happening quite yet. But this can at least make you smile.
Halfway there?
Interesting.
Halfway there.
You do have a nice smile. Okay, Aurum, what about you?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Do you
I don't know what I'm
remember
doing.
what yours?
Do I just have to reach in the frog too?
We could try that.
I
I
mean, yeah, you didn't get to ride a carousel. Oh, this is talking at the same time is weird. You didn't ride the carousel.
You know, your whole thing is like you like the creepy stuff, and that works.
Smiling can be creepy?
Yeah,
Really?
it can. Yeah.
When you tilt your head down, yeah. Whoa.
I mean, I don't know what exactly I lost, but I mean, it's got to do something with my directions.
I think you
Good
lost
direct-
your sense of direction.
Yeah.
If I'm not
Again,
holding
I-
the leash, you get lost really quickly.
Yeah.
So maybe think you want your sense of or tell it you want your sense of your direction back and reach in.
In the frog.
It's just
Maybe. Or it's that.
Start with the frog.
Start with the frog, or it's that helmet over there. We'll try here first.
All right. I'm gonna put my arm in the frog's mouth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about wanting my sense of direction back. Do I have to say it out loud?
Probably.
I
Probably
want
safer.
my sense of direction back.
Sorry. Yeah, so you reach into the frog's mouth and you also feel like that slimy slithering feeling around your hand as you reach in, but you reach and eventually you feel something cool and metallic and kind of round.
It's a compass. Let's take it out.
Yeah, you take it out and you see like this golden disc and it has like a little button on the side and you push it and it's a compass.
Nice.
Love that.
Love it. Is that magical?
That is magical, yes. It
Oh, shit,
gives off
okay.
an aura of divination magic. I believe the wand would give off an aura of I think that's going to be enchantment, technically. If it's, like, forcing you to smile, I feel like that's enchantment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's, like, as you're looking at it, there's definitely, like, something else there. Like, you know, you're seeing that, like, cool blue, like, silvery divination aura and, like, the hot pink enchantment magic, but there's also, like, something vile, and, like, there's still something dark and stagnant clinging to these objects.
Okay. Yeah.
And yet you're also seeing, like, essences of, like, your friends. Like, you just see your friends in these items.
I'll explain that the best way I can with like the colors and like the vibe of it.
So for Aurum, Jamie, if you go onto magic items, you should be able to look up an item called the... Wait, hold on. Oh my god. Hold on. Oh my god, Page just closed. Where did it go?
No.
Feels bad.
Please. This is view details. It should be called. Hold on, the name is wrong. There we go. It should be called the Seeker's Compass. I'm getting a link for you. I'm gonna put this and the wand in loot. And you guys can add these to your inventory. So for ego, you can use the wand. If you're using it on yourself, it does not have any charges. If you're going to use it on other people, you're going to be impacted by the charge feature. However, just like ignore the Wand of Scowls thing. For Aurum, as long as you have this compass like in your possession, your lack of a sense of direction is like it's more stifled. Like some of the like class features that you're missing out on because of that, you can like basically have back, but you have to be like wielding the compass and like actively holding it in your hand to suppress the effect.
Right.
You also do get there's a spell attached with it that you get. But yeah, you also all level up. You're level 3 now.
Yes.
Fucking God.
Finally.
Wow. Oh my God. Wow. We get to be
Oh, we leveled up?
Yeah.
level 3?
Level 3.
I've
Yeah.
never reached level 3 before.
But yeah, so you also, Worm, I think you also technically had the non-magical fire curse, because Babylon was the one who cursed you. That is also, that minor curse is gone, which means you can both become inspired now.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So we got quite a few things.
We can be inspired.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
none
we
of you
weren't
are
able to get
able
inspiration.
Yeah, you could get like
Oh.
bardic inspiration, but the DM's inspiration you were not able to achieve while you were missing a part of yourself. To be permanently reunited with it, something else is going to need to happen, but you are in a sense reunited with it, so you are able to gain inspiration as long as you have your item on your person. If you give it away, then yeah, but that would basically recreate that hunger feeling in you all over again. Not super pleasant. But yeah. What all, now that you have your items, I guess you're gonna go do a froggy coup?
I guess
Yeah.
so.
I think it's time to do a brew.
A Faru. Yeah, as you head down
Oh, I'll take the other magical item with us because it probably belongs to someone that we need to talk to.
The
The helmet? Yeah.
Okay.
Because we have to get the helmet and the heart.
Yeah, the helmet is on this like faceless wooden mannequin. When you pick up the helmet, the mannequin comes to life.
Oops.
And it attacks you.
Oh, I'll put it back on its head.
God.
I'll put it back on
Okay.
its head.
The first attack misses, the second attack also misses. It tries to basically like slam into you.
Sorry, I thought it
Oh my
belonged to someone
God.
else.
But yeah, you can put the helmet back on it.
I'm sorry, I'm
Um,
sorry, I'm sorry. Maybe it doesn't
yeah.
belong to someone important.
You
That's
have
so funny.
you have all your things back. And you can go down and get that heart if you want. Are you like picking it up? Are you taking it in the coffer?
Probably take it in the coffer is the safer way to do
It's
it.
freezing cold. Like you're gonna start developing frostbite if you hold this thing for like longer than
Like
an
the
hour.
heart or the coffer.
Yes.
Okay.
As
We
you
just
like pull it
put it
out
in a
though,
bow?
you're basically like surrounded by an aura of like frigid, freezing, extreme cold.
Nice.
And like bloody toes, the the red cap is like looking at you and is like, yeah, well, I guess you could take that. I kind of just lost my job, but to be honest, I fucking hated Bavlorna, so good on ya.
It really seemed like that was what everyone was thinking. I used the wand.
Look at that. Yeah. You know, I haven't been allowed to kill house guests, per Bavlorna's instructions, but I won't kill any of you because you did me a solid dealing with those vultures.
The only reason why?
Yeah, I mean, if you hadn't helped me out, and I hadn't been under magical compulsion by Bavlorna, I would have killed the shit out of all of you.
Are you still
I need
under compulsion?
From Bavlorna, no.
Oh, that's good.
But I won't kill any of you, because you helped me out. I do really want to douse this cap of mine in blood, though. It's been a minute. Got anyone you need killed? If not, I'm, there's a lot of bullywugs down there, and they are ripe for the picking. They're like fat apples from the tree.
I like step back behind Aurum and let him. I don't wanna.
I crave blood.
Oh no!
You know what? Just go have
you
fun with the
always like
bullywugs. Just go have fun with the bullywugs. The king of the bullywugs, he sucks.
Yeah. All right. Have a lovely day. She like salutes to you with this like filthy, like blood-caked, rusted butcher's cleaver, and begins like clomping out of the kitchen. And like her steps in these big iron boots make the entire hut shake. And you hear her like clomping away and like down the staircase. And she'll leave.
Oh no!
I think by the time she gets there, it's gonna be probably at or just after I told the person I'd be there.
Yeah.
What a game, you guys.
Oh my goodness.
It's perfect.
What a game.
What a game.
Yeah. So Bloody Toes will handle
Yeah.
yeah.
It's gonna get real French up in there real quick.
She doesn't need a guillotine to make heads roll.
Oh
Just
my goodness.
throws her away.
Oh no.
It's gonna get so French.
We
up
literally
in
just
there.
like, oh, the Bullywell Village, have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you all like descend from her hut, from Bavlorna's hut, and like leave the space, you kind of hear like a little like poof that is accompanied by like faint sounds of like cheerful music. And for Dawn and for Aurum, the two of you see floating before you, just poofing into the space, two little envelopes, like one each.
Yeah, I'll open my envelope.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Opens the envelope.
Yeah, the envelope has like the distinct perfume of like fresh grass and wildflowers, and also like alcohol. And Dawn, you know exactly who this came from.
Yeah.
Wow, it smells really good.
Yeah,
This is a
there's
really
like
good
this.
smelling.
It's sealed with like this kind of golden wax that's like pressed like into the shape of like a satyr head, and then it's like surrounded by like dandelion petals. We will get to the contents of that letter next week, when we are back with the
boy.
Wild Beyond the Witchlight. But yeah, you guys did it.
God.
Nice. Good job, guys.
Well.
I can smile. Now I can choose to not.
I don't have to be on a leash all the time.
That's true. Yeah. Yay, you did it. And you know what? Level
my
4 is very close on the horizon.
Really?
Yeah, you guys could potentially like get that like next session.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
If we kill the bullywugs.
I don't know. You'll figure out what the conditions are for the next one soon enough. It's very soon.
I can't wait to tell you about what Ego does in their book for their new spells. I told Victoria and I got so much emoji reactions.
It's so cute. It's really good.
I rolled a 5 for my health.
Nice. Yeah, but so for, okay, so Clover, Kristy, I'm gonna talk to you after this, because there's some
Okay.
things that are gonna happen with you. Ego's good, Ego's great, Ego gets new spells, but Ego already has a subclass. For, our Paladin and our Ranger, the two of you, your subclasses are gonna be unlocked. So like we will get to that in the story also very soon. But like so for Aurum, with the changes that might happen to you, you'll know when it's coming in the story.
Okay.
But yeah. You guys did it. we did it. Dealt with a hag.
Oh, we did
successfully.
it. Real winner.
But yeah, thank you to my players for joining me on this magical adventure. Thank you to anybody tuning in. Thank you to Little Dragon Corp and Carver Castle Games. Thank you to Sirenscape. Yeah. Anyone else have any other announcements?
We did it!
We did it.
We did it! Hell yeah!
Yeah, so... God. How do I even close this out? There's a bunch of different things that happened. The next time you're trying to be reunited with, like, a part of your soul that was stolen from you, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus.
Hey.
True.
And we will see you all next week.
Love you, bye!
Love you, bye!
Bye-bye.